Hello there. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are about to go live at Paycor Stadium. God, it's got to be the worst stadium name. Well, no, probably the second worst. I think Acrisure is probably the other one or the worst one. But anyways, just a couple of minutes away from kickoff. Welcome in. I am Joby Wan. I will be here for the entirety of the game. I tend to be a little over caffeinated at the beginning of these broadcasts here, so don't mind me when I stumble over myself. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, and we are getting ready to get underway here. No DeAndre Swift today. No Luther Burden today. That is a problem, but not one that we can't overcome. We got a Seattle defense that's been getting cooked lately. And hopefully our injuries on defense don't cause us to get cooked. Because we know that's a possibility. Does sound like Tyreek Stevenson will be playing. We have a new DB and CJ Gardner-Johnson. Of course, we've been a victim of his shenanigans in the past. I don't know if you guys would remember when we had a pair of receivers that took shots at him back in like 2018 or 2020, something like that. Receivers were so bad, I don't even remember their names anymore. I'd have to look it up. But no, a mouthy little corner. I don't mind having him on our team. Hopefully, he doesn't piss off the locker room and get himself cut in a couple of weeks. But yes, Bears. No Swift, no Burden. Our running backs are going to be Kyle Monungai, Travis Homer, and Britton Brown. How exciting. Who knows, maybe somebody could have a breakout game. But we knew that this running back room was going to be an issue going into the season. So here it comes to a head against a team that the Bears should beat. But let's not count our chickens before they hatch. We are in Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. But we should be getting the kick momentarily here. It's definitely Bears fans in the crowd. Tough to tell how many, though, with the amount of orange shared between the teams. We got Spiro Dides and Adam Archuleta on the call again. And of course, Aditi Kwakbala, who is the sideline reporter that Ben Johnson stared down, a few weeks back, and everybody gave him hell for. But I like to give Spiro Dides hell because he didn't want to eat his hot dog on the broadcast. But hey, whatever. Old man Joe Flacco here, one of two players starting at quarterback in this league that are similar age to me. There ain't many left other than kickers. Zach Taylor, Ben Johnson. I actually even wrote down the coaching staffs here. All right, the kick is underway. Cairo Santos will get it down to the 2, where it will be taken in and returned across the 20, 30, the 40-yard line. Only Santos to beat. And this looks like it's going to be a kick return touchdown to start the game. What a way to start the game. That is Charlie Jones with the touchdown on the kick return. I have been saying it all season that Bears special teams, especially kick coverage, has been a huge problem. And we go and we spot them 7 right out of the gate. Well, 6, but. I mean, yeah, after he broke through the first line, there was only the kicker to beat, and that was it. Bears kick coverage is just awful all year. All right, 11 seconds in. I mean, we just sat down here to start watching this game. And here McPherson's in to tack on the extra point. The kick is up and it is through. And just like that, the Bengals lead by 7. Ridiculous. Been saying it all year. Pretty much, I would guarantee you could look in any live stream I've had all year, and I will mention the special teams woes, especially kick coverage. Richard Hightower, the Bears special teams coach, a holdover from the Matt Eberflus era. Why you would want to hold anybody over from that coaching staff is beyond me. I mean, come on. And here we are, 11 seconds in, and our special teams has already given up a return. Anyways, McPherson should be in here to kick us away soon. Not even going to cut away for commercial break. I mean, why would you? I imagine Devin Duvernay will be back to return. There is no Luther Burden today, so we will not be seeing him on special teams or on offense or anywhere else on the field. So the other returners are likely to be Kyle Monungai and Josh Blackwell. Zach Taylor likes to start. I know we sure don't. But that's the way things go sometimes. Now you just got to overcome. Today would be a good day to get a good game out of Caleb Williams. Looks like we have Duvernay and Josh Blackwell back there to return. This kick will be taken in at the 2 by Duvernay, across the 20, the 25. And, of course, the Bears never have a return that looks as good as an opponent's. And they will be stopped at around the 25-yard line, where the Bears will take over first and 10, 14:43 left to go in this first quarter. Not a great start for our Bears already. And neither the offense or the defense has even done anything yet. Special teams giving up the opening kick. All right. Bears at the line of scrimmage. Caleb in the shotgun, chewing on his mouth guard as always. Sends Loveland in motion. Takes the shotgun snap, drops back. He's looking over the middle. Plenty of time to throw. Fires it in there, and that's going to be too far out for Cole Kmet to reach. Second down and 10 incoming with 14:38 left to go on the clock. Caleb always seems a little amped to start the games. He's got to settle into a rhythm. No big throws to start the game out. It should just be, a couple of easy ones for him. Wow, that picture of Monungai makes him look cross-eyed as hell. They need a better one. Anyways, Caleb in the shotgun, second down and 10. He's got 2 men out to the left, 1 to the right. Takes a shotgun snap, turns, hands it off to Monungai, who's just going to dive forward for about 4 yards on that second down carry, It'll bring up third down and about 6. And I just lost the clock to give you a timestamp. I will get it to you as soon as the clock comes back on the screen. My bad. Third down incoming. Trey Hendrickson is out, so that is good news for the Bears as well as Logan Wilson. The ball is at the 32. We have 14:10, 14:09, 14:08 left to go in this first quarter. Is third down and 5. Bears trying to keep their drive alive after giving up an opening kick. It would be a shame to go 3 and out. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got a bunch to his left, takes a shotgun snap. He's looking left, throws it right over the middle. That's going to be his sure-handed man, Zacchaeus, who will be across the 40 with a first down. Definitely a lot of trust in Zacchaeus by Williams. Always looks for him. He's a bit of a security blanket on these third down plays. If you look at the stats, I would imagine that Zacchaeus has the most first down catches on third down for the Bears. 13:29, 13:28, 13:27. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got trips to his left. Now Kmet is under center taking a snap. Hands it off to Caleb, who then throws it back to Kmet, who's going to throw it downfield, and he's got his man Odunze, and that's going to be good for a first down crossing midfield, 45-yard line. The Cincinnati DBs want to say it's incomplete, but I don't believe that's the case. 13:05, 13:04. Bears are going to hurry to the line. 13:01, 13 minutes. Caleb under center, drops back, and now looks like the play has been blown dead. And I want to see, there's a flag on the play. Oh, all kinds of action going on here, but when Kmet went under center, it just threw us all for a loop. He pitched it to Caleb, who then threw it back to Kmet, who then threw it downfield to Odunze for what looked to be a first down. And there is not a flag on the play. It looks like Cincinnati is going to go ahead and challenge the catch. First glance, it looked good. The players on the field said he did not catch it. Let's have a look at that. He definitely double clutched it. Oh, that was not a good camera angle. He definitely double clutched it at first. So he might have had it before he went down. But we're not going to find out till we come back from a commercial break. In the meantime, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. I am Joby Wan. I shall certainly be here for the rest of this game. Thank you for joining me. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel. It does help out immensely, and I appreciate you for being here. Bears went ahead and gave up the opening kick for a touchdown, and now their offense is on the field hoping to return the favor because we cannot have this offense off the field without scoring 6. Will be unacceptable to start out this game, especially after that opening kick. Hey, there's our man, professional backup Mitch Trubisky, in a Progressive commercial. It only counts as Arakpoing him if you're doing it in Chicago, because we know who that guy is. Come on now. Just waiting to come back from the commercial break, find out what this challenge brings. Say at first glance, it looked like it was good, but then in slow-mo, there was a double clutch, and I am not sure how that may have ended up. So we're going to find out when we get back from this commercial break. Of course, the Packers are taking on the Carolina Panthers right now. I texted my buddy before the game and told him, they better not screw it up. Although I kind of hope they do. I mean, I really hope they do. Come on. What are we talking about here? We're Bears fans, right? I don't know who's watching me. You could be Buccaneers fans for all I know. All right, getting another look at this now. Ruh-roh. Looks like that's going to be an incomplete. It will bring up 2nd and 10, 13-15. It is ruled an incomplete ball, so unfortunately, Cole Kmet does not get his first completion that I'm aware of. Caleb under center, turns, fakes the handoff to Manungai. He's got plenty of time to throw. Oh, no, he gets it out there, bounces off his man and the DB who was defending him. I could not tell who the receiver was, but that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Intended target was well covered on that one. Let's get a replay on that. Who was the intended target? Looks like it was DJ Moore. No, it was a Dunze. Ball thrown behind him, of course. That's the one that got picked off last week when Caleb threw that behind his intended target. Got to be on the money with those, Caleb. When the coverage is that tight, it's got to be ahead of the receiver. It cannot be behind them. 3rd and 10, Caleb in the shotgun, 13:09 left on a stopped clock. Man in motion, Caleb takes the shotgun snap, rolling out to his right, and he's going to have to escape the pocket, and there's a flag on the play. Looked like it may be in the area of defensive holding down the field. The Bears might get a gift here from the refs. Let's see what happens. It was 3rd and 10 until that flag went out. Let's see what happens here. Refs discussing it, taking an awful long time to talk it out here. Let's see what the call is. Illegal contact on the defense, and that will bring up an automatic first down. A call on Demetrius Knight, the linebacker, and looks like he would have been covering Loveland. Oh, yeah. That was past 5 yards, young man. So Bears got lucky with that one because the line was on Caleb. He never had a chance. Oh, they're cutting to the play. Caleb rolling out to the left, gets it down to DJ Moore, who's going to have a first down across the 40-yard line inside to the 38-yard line, where he'd be brought down. 12:38, 12:37, 12:36 left to go in this first quarter. Camera cutting to the action a little bit late there. Ball had already been snapped by the time they cut to it. Jared Goff and the Lions taking the lead against Minnesota. Obviously, in terms of division standings, I'd like to see Minnesota get a win there. Caleb under center. He turns, hands it off to Monungai, takes it right up the middle, and he's going to have about 9 yards on that first down carry. 12:06, 12:05, 12:04 left to go in this first quarter. Bears trying to respond to that opening kickoff return by the Bengals. God, I almost forgot who we're playing here. Jeez. Kyle Monungai, the starting running back today, as DeAndre Swift is out. Swift was questionable last week, but did play. Questionable this week and did not. All right, Caleb takes fakes, turns and passes it to DJ Moore, who's going to have a first down, and he's following a convoy of blockers and brings it down to the 10-yard line where it will be first and goal for Chicago. 11:27, 11:26, 11:25 left to go in this first quarter. They keep cutting to the plays. They got to show their video packages and whatnot, but then they cut to the play after the ball snaps. Awfully hard to keep up with for you guys when that's happening. But anyways, there was a little bit of a fake sweep action, and then they had a short swing pass. DJ Moore picks up the rest with his legs. 1st and 10, ball right at the 10-yard line. Looks like they might be able to get a first down before the goal. Turns, hands it off to Monungai, and he's going to have a gain of about 3 on that first down carry. 10:51, 10:50, 10:49, 10:48 left to go in this first quarter. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. I am Joby Wan. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I will be here for this entire game to bring you my particular brand of commentary. And of course, for all the Bears games this season. Bears have 2nd and goal, 10:28, 10:27, 10:26 left to go in this first quarter. Caleb under center sends a lineman in motion, so they must have a third tight end in there. Turns, fakes the handoff to Monungai very badly, I might add. Has to roll out to his left, looking for someone to throw to. Can't find anyone. Is just going to take this one with his legs and gains about 3 or 4 yards on that play. And it will be 3rd and goal from about the 4-yard line, I would guess. Kind of twisted out of bounds at the last moment there. Offensive lineman doesn't like the way he was brought down. I would argue that if Caleb wants to get those calls, he needs to not try to throw his shoulder into someone at the last minute. When you initiate the contact, his man Adunze fell down on that play. That was what happened initially. That's why the play broke down. All right, 3rd and goal, 9:37, 9:36, 9:35 left to go in this first quarter. Caleb under center, ball at the 3-yard line. Turns, hands it off to Monungai, who's going to take it up the middle and gain maybe 1 on that, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 2. And I have to believe that the Bears are going to go for it at this juncture. 9:17, 9:16, 9:15 left to go in this first quarter. Offense is indeed staying out on the field. Cole Kmet is coming out. Another Bears lineman is coming in, number 75. Who is that? That's Ozzie Trapillo coming in as the designated tackle. Caleb in the shotgun. Got 2 receivers, 3 tight ends. It looks like Caleb's going to keep it himself, pitches it to Adunze, who gives it to Moore, and he's going to throw it to Caleb, and they're going to score on a Philly special to give the Bears 6 points with 8:44 left to go in this first quarter. Philly special almost looked like it was doomed for a moment there, but it does get completed, and the Bears have 6. Not DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore on the pass to Caleb Williams for the touchdown. Let's see this execution. Yep. Adunze to Moore, back to Caleb, and the touchdown. All right, for the extra points, it snapped the spot. It is through, and the Bears have indeed tied up this game by putting up a touchdown on their opening drive after giving up a touchdown on the opening kick. 8:44 left to go in this opening quarter, and the Bengals will be set to receive the next kickoff. Commercial break. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. If you wish to interact in the live chat, more than happy to interact with you guys. Always happy to chat with other fans. Even if you're a dirty, filthy Packers fan coming here to razz me, I get it. I get it. But you guys are busy watching your game right now, too, right? So I get it. I probably won't hear too much from you guys at the moment. But the Bears have tied it up 7-all. Nice little opening drive. Did get saved by a penalty. If there wasn't for the illegal contact on third down, the Bears may not have had the opportunity to score that touchdown. So thank you for that one, Bengals. Bengals managed to score 7 without even putting their offense on the field, though. That's what's scary about this. I imagine Richard Hightower is going to be out there talking to his coverage unit. There's just been something all season just bad about the Bears coverage. They have not evolved as the season has gone on. You know, the Bears don't take advantage of any dirty balls or anything like that. Dirty balls. But oh yeah, good times. 7-all. Let's see here. Come on now. Big Z. He calls it a Philly special of sorts. Yeah, 98-yard kickoff return. At least the Bears were smart enough to win the toss and defer this time, so they will get the ball in the second half at least. All right, ball is in the air again. This time it will be fielded around the 7-yard line. This is P. Ryan on the return, and he will be attempted to be tackled at the 30. He's going to cross. He is be brought down at the 45-yard line. Bears kick coverage is awful. Once again, this time they at least didn't score a touchdown, but they only got 55 yards to go this time. And with the kind of weapons that Flacco has to work with, is not a difficult task. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Andre Yosevash are not to be trifled with. Of course, Yosevash not to the caliber of the other two, but still a solid player. Flacco under center. He sends a man in motion, turns, hands it off. That's not P. Ryan, but that's going to be a 13-yard gain on first down. Who was that running back? That is Chase Brown, their starting running back. 8:23 left to go in the first quarter, and Bengals already well into Bears territory, down to about the 43, maybe 42-yard line. Bears defense certainly been a question mark, here and there. And as the season has gone on, they had that huge stretch of 15 takeaways. Flacco takes a shotgun snap, turns, hands it off, and that's going to be another 5-yard gain. This time it is Samaje P. Ryan on the carry. 750, 749, 748 left to go in this first quarter. But yeah, Bears run defense, super holy to start the year, got better after the bye. Bears had a 4-game stretch with all those takeaways. But then, of course, last week had to play with no DBs almost. 2nd and 5 incoming. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 men to his left, 1 to his right. Brown lined up behind him, takes a shotgun snap, had pressure in his face, but completes it out to T. Higgins, who's going to have the first down and much more. Men cannot bring him down, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds around the 12-yard line. Nice big chunk for T. Higgins on the throw from Joe Flacco. Had Tyreek Stevenson out there on the coverage. A little short in route. Looked like he may have gone down. It might be worth a challenge to say that he was down after about 7 yards gain. So that is not going to be nearly the large pickup. They are backing the offense up. They're going to say he had a knee down there, I believe. Let's see where they spot this ball. Of course, they just have the camera on Higgins right now. Knee was definitely down after contact from Stevenson. So they did respot the ball to the 27-yard line of Chicago. So about a 15-yard improvement defensively for the Bears. 7:20 left to go in this first quarter. 7:19, 7:18, 7:17. Flacco under center, sending a man in motion. Sending Higgins in motion now. Turns, hands the ball off. That's going to be Brown, and he's going to have a short gain of maybe a yard on that first down carry. Second down incoming. 7:01, 7 minutes left to go in this first quarter. CJ Gardner-Johnson out there wearing number 35. I did not have that information before kickoff, so I'll make sure I add that to my roster sheet here. Expect to see him playing in the Kyler Gordon spots, nickel, quite a bit today. Mouthy corner, who the Bears have been victim to in the past. But now hopefully maybe he can get Bengals offensive player to do something stupid in our favor today. All right, Flacco in the shotgun, takes a high snap, turns, hands it off to Brown, who's going to run forward and have about 2 or 3 more yards on that second down carry. Third down incoming, 6:18, 6:17, 6:16 left to go in this first quarter. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and share. And of course, I will be here for this whole game and for all the Bears games this year. Third down and 6 incoming. Shot of Dennis Allen on the sideline here. Hopefully they can cut to the play before the ball snapped. Let's see here. All right, Flacco lined up in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. Takes the shotgun snap, drops back, throws it right over the middle, but it is going to be dropped by his running back, Chase Brown, bringing up 4th down and 6 with 5:46 left to go in his first quarter. That was an easy catch for his running back. Just a simple check down, wide open man too, and he dropped it as he was turning and looking to see where he was going to go with it before he secured the ball. And he definitely had TJ Edwards right on top of him, so somebody was going to get him. Evan McPherson in to kick the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt from the right hash mark. The snap spot, the kick is up, and it is through, and the Bengals will retake the lead 10-7 with 5:41 left to go in this first quarter. Bears special teams so far really given up all 10 points because they obviously gave up the opening kick, but then they gave up terrific field position to the Bengals for their second drive, allowing them to start right around the 45-yard line. The Bengals only had to go about 15 yards before they were in field goal position. They ended up getting about 25 or so yards. And of course, the 3 points giving them the lead. Hopefully, Ben Johnson's got a little something for him again. Once again, Bears opening series, on offense, looking good. The scripted plays, they seem to work well for the Bears. It's when they have to start going off script and calling the plays in the game here is when it seems to start to fall apart a little bit. But so far, so good for the Bears offense. We were helped out on a third down by an illegal contact penalty. But hey, for as much as it happens to them, it's nice to have one go your way once in a while, right? Again, if you guys want to interact in the live chat, more than happy to chit chat with you guys, especially during these commercial breaks here. Find it hard to always keep you completely entertained. I would certainly try to keep you informed while we're doing this. Let's see if we got any new updates. Of course, the Bears' first touchdown of today wasn't thrown by Caleb, but it was caught by Caleb. Nothing to report there. No injuries or anything of that nature. It's good to hear. All right, looks like Bengals are getting ready to kick this one away. Shot of Joe Burrow and Joe Flacco. Bengals, of course, hoping that they can stay afloat long enough for Burrow to come back, and it's still questionable on if he'll even be able to come back. Kick is away by McPherson. Ball will be taken in around the 5-yard line. This is Duvernay again on the return. Takes it back to the 25 where he dances a little bit and then will be brought down. And that's where the Bears will take over. You got to make a decision and go with it, young man. All right. Bengals defense, one of the worst in the league. So definitely why a lot of people thought the Bears should be cooking. If the Bears do not cook today, and going to have to reassess what we think of Caleb Williams, I believe. Not that I want to, but we might have to. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Manungai lined up next to him. Takes a snap, pitches it out to Manungai on the left, who's going to turn the corner. Will get a first down and a little bit more. That'll be about a pickup of 13 on the first down carry by Kyle Manungai. 5:25, 5:24, 5:23 left to go in this first quarter. Manungai running the ball well in the stead of DeAndre Swift. I believe we have yet to see either Travis Homer or Britton Brown yet. Bears running it quick. Caleb under center. He's got Loveland in motion. Sends Adunze in motion now. Turns, fakes the handoff. He's got plenty of time. Pocket converging. Caleb's going to break out. He's just going to run it himself, and he will have enough for the first down and some more. About a 13, 14-yard pickup on the scramble by Caleb Williams. Had plenty of time to get rid of it in the way the play was designed, but then once the pocket started to close down on him, the pass rush really over pursued, and he had plenty of green grass in front of him after that. He's got to be careful with his running, though. Looks like he took a couple of shots to the legs that I don't like. Caleb takes the shotgun snap, and he's going to take off again right through the middle. Plenty of green grass in front. It's going to be close to a first down, but there is a flag on the play. Bears trying to run some tempo here, but it will be slowed down now by the flag on the play. But now that I was gonna say they're setting up the play like nothing happened, but somebody had to inform the head ref that there was indeed a flag on the play. Now let's see what's going on here. Illegal shift on the Bears. We have been seeing these kind of procedural penalties on them all year. This one's on DJ Moore. Don't believe we've seen a ton on him. They've usually been on the tight ends of late. Minnesota taking a lead out in Detroit, huh? Interesting. JJ McCarthy playing out there again. All right, 1st and 15 after the penalty. Ball is at the Chicago 47-yard line. Caleb in the shotgun takes a snap, turns and hands it off to Kyle Manungai, who's going to gain about 7 yards and then take a hard hit after he crosses midfield. That was a tough one right there. 3:58, 3:57, 3:56 left to go in this first quarter. Yeah, after he took that, it was boom. Man, he got shouldered. Who was that on that hit? 27 Battle. It was Jordan Battle. Very nice hit put on Manungai after that run. 2nd down and 7, 3:38, 3:37, 3:36 left to go. Caleb under center. He's got 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. Turns, hands it off to Manungai, who does a little stutter step in the backfield, cuts back, and will gain 3, maybe 4 on that 2nd down carry. 3rd down incoming. 3:21, 3:20, 3:19 left on the clock in the first quarter. 3rd and 5 incoming. Bears trying to keep up the pace here, maybe go ahead for the first time in this game. Ball is spotted at the 43 of Cincinnati. 3 minutes now on the clock. Caleb in the shotgun, 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. Manungai lined up next to him, hands it off to Manungai, who's going to take it up the right side, will have enough for a first down, and gains about 10 yards on that 3rd down carry. And it will be 1st and 10 from about the 33-yard line, 240, 239, 238 left to go in this first quarter. Bears just moving the ball right along on their second series of the day so far. Going to see if they can get the go-ahead touchdown here on this drive. Bears players are always out there blocking. If that is one thing we can say for everybody on this offensive squad. Everybody contributes to blocking. I will tell you that. Monungai takes the pitch, runs out to the left side, turns the corner, and gains about 5 yards, where he takes another harsh hit from, that is Geno Stone, the free safety this time. Goes in there with his elbow, it looked like, and just laid the wood on Kyle Monungai. 158, 157, 156 left to go in his first quarter. 2nd down and 6 incoming. Ball will be roughly around the 29-yard line, I believe. Ball is at the 30-yard line. Caleb under center. He's got 3 tight ends in there, it looks like. Fakes the handoff to Monungai. Plenty of time to throw it. Throws it short to Monungai, but that's going to be either incomplete or no gain, one or the other. It was not a good-looking throw, and Monungai had all kinds of trouble bringing it in. 3rd down incoming, no matter what the result of that play was. Does look like he caught it, but then it'll just be a no-gain play, unfortunately. Not sure what that decision was, but there were not a lot of receivers on the field. There were a lot of tight ends blocking, I assume. So they're going to call it a loss of 1 on that, I believe. So 3rd down and 6 incoming. 101, 1 minute, 59 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Caleb takes a shotgun snap, looking left, throws it out there for DJ Moore, and that will be incomplete, and the Bears will likely have to settle for a field goal. It is 4th and 6. They're not in great field goal position, as we know that our man Cairo Santos does not have a huge leg. Let's see what the Bears decide to do on this play here. It is going to be a 47-yard attempt. Okay, I didn't think it was that close. So 47-yard attempt for Cairo Santos. He's going to be on the left hash. The snap, the spot, the kick is up. A little bit of a hook on it, and that is going to be no good. When field goal kickers are routinely making 50-plus yarders, you got to make that, Mr. Santos. There is a flag on the play. That was 4th and 6. So if it is on the Bengals, that could make it 4th and 1 and make this very interesting. But one thing we know for sure is the Bears did not get 3. It is offsides on the defense. That will bring up 4th and 1, and I will imagine that the Bears are now going to put their offense back on the field and go for this on 4th and 1. Cincinnati's sideline is not happy about it. The Bears offense is indeed back on the field. We have 49 seconds left to go in this first quarter. And you definitely had a man lined up in the neutral zone, whoever was on the left end there, number 38. Well, too late to look now. Caleb under center, 4th and 1. He's got 3 wideouts in there, sending Odunze in motion. Turns, hands it off to Monungai, who looks like, oh, he's easily got this for a 1st down. And that will be right at the Bengals 20-yard line, we'll call it, maybe just shy of it. And the Bears will not have to run one more play. There's about 30 or so seconds left in this first quarter. And if I am correct, they will just let this clock run out and take it to the second quarter, where the Bears will have the ball at the 20-yard line. They are going to the line. Ball is just shy of the 20. Caleb under center. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds left. Takes the snap, turns and pitches it to Monungai, who takes it up the right side, and that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards on that 1st down play, maybe 5, and that does take us to the end of the first quarter, where the Bengals currently lead 10-7, but the Bears are threatening inside of the red zone. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and share if you would, as it does indeed help out the channel very much. I appreciate it. And I hope that you will join me for the rest of today's action for my brand of commentary. Game did not start out well for us today. Bears go and give up the opening kick for a touchdown, immediately spotting the Bengals 7 points. Bears did go on their own drive, though, and score 7 to respond. But then, however, the Bears go and give up another nice return to Cincinnati, which puts them in field goal range to almost immediately get their next 3 points of the game. And that, of course, is where we stand right now. 10-7 Bengals heading into the second quarter. But Bears are threatening inside the red zone around the 16-yard line. And that is indeed where we are at. Let's see what's going on around the NFL here. I saw that the Vikings went up on the Lions in Detroit. And, of course, would bode well for the boys in blue and orange. Let's see here. So Minnesota is currently leading Detroit. No score in Green Bay right now. Playing the Panthers, of course. Houston's got a field goal lead on Denver. Tied at 7 in New England with Atlanta visiting. San Francisco out in East Rutherford leading the Giants by 7 right now. Indianapolis leading Pittsburgh by 7. Tennessee leading the Chargers by 7 right now. Let's see how long they can hold that up, huh? And that is it for early action so far. We have the Bears. We are back from commercial. I believe we have a 2nd down and 6 or so incoming. Bears have run 22 plays to the Bengals 6. Bears need to go score these red zone touchdowns. All right, ball is at the 16-yard line. Handoff to, that's Zacchaeus with the ball, and looks like he may have just scored. That was hard to follow what was going on. Zacchaeus on some sort of sweep or reverse here. Faked the handoff to Monungai. I thought Monungai had the ball. Zacchaeus turns the corner on the right side, and looks like he made it all the way to the end zone, crossed the pylon. Let's have another look at that. He indeed did, and that is going to be good for 6. Man, Ben Johnson is creating plays that are working well enough where I can't even track what the hell's going on here. Can't even trust my eyes when I'm watching this game. Hopefully you get a nice replay of that. Right now, Santos is in for the extra point. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and it is through. And a drive that would have ended in a missed field goal a few plays back now ends in a touchdown for the Bears. And they are now 2 for 2 in the red zone, scoring touchdowns to start this game out. 14-10, Bears take the lead. We are early in the second quarter with only 6 seconds clicked off the clock so far. Ticked off the clock. That's the second time I've done that this season now. But excuse me. Bears with their first lead of the day. 14-10. I keep forgetting to write down moments to trim later for shorts. See if we have any injury information, anything else going on here. I haven't seen anybody. I don't think they've stopped play for any types of injuries. According to Twitter, that was a shovel pass to Zacchaeus. That's why I didn't see it. He must have done a nice job of shoveling it while he was making the fake to Monungai. So hopefully we get a nice replay when they come back from commercial here. But of course, who knows with CBS broadcasters sometimes. Last week was really bad too with their cutting back to the game at the most inopportune times here. Right before the start of the second quarter, Monunga so this would probably still be the same, I don't know, but Monungai had 11 carries for 63 yards in the first quarter. That's a nice start, that's for sure. I knew something had to be off last week with Swift because they weren't while they were running the ball, they weren't sticking to it in the way they should have. And of course, Swift is out this week, so needs rest. We've seen the Bears check a tackle in at tight end a few times already today. See if that trend continues. See if they end up throwing it to him. God forbid. We don't need Ozzie Trapillo trying to catch touchdowns out here. So that is a touchdown reception for Zacchaeus. Kick is away by Cairo Santos. This time it bounces at the 10, will be taken at the 5. This is Samaje Perine, and he will be taken down around the 32-yard line. So this time the nowhere's near the return that they had last time, and now Perine looks to be extremely injured. He is holding his shin or ankle, but he is rolling around on the ground in some severe pain. He took a shot from Jonathan Owens, and Perine is hurting. This is going to be a commercial break. Oh, what the hell? And then he just gets up. The way he was holding that shin, it looked like his leg was broken. Oh my goodness. And then he just pops up and runs off the sideline. What was that? I mean, it looked ugly for a second there. And then he just pops up. And now he's on the bench and he's putting on the I don't know what he's doing. You don't just run off the field after that much pain. I don't know what's going on. Flacco takes a shotgun snap, throws it out quick to his left. That is T. Higgins on the catch. Nashawn Wright was on the coverage, but he manages to come away with the catch, and that will be a gain of about 6 or 7, 14:38, and they just cut the clock away. We'll give you a timestamp as soon as we can. They're showing us the shovel pass here. There was indeed a shovel pass to Zacchaeus and a nice little fake to there was DJ Moore in the backfield on that touchdown play for the Bears. All right, Flacco lined up under center, 2nd down and 2 after the 8-yard completion to Higgins. Drops back, is rolling out to his right, and that ball will not be completed to Jamar Chase. He tried to just get it out there in front of him. Tyreek Stevenson on the coverage. Chase says, hey, man, get that up in the air for me. I'm not going to be able to catch that thing around my feet. I'm about 6'3", 6'4". Flag is on the play. Let's see what happens here. A lot of conferring going on. Did not see what the area of the flag was. Illegal man downfield for the Bengals. So I imagine the Bears will accept that penalty. That is on the center, Ted Karras, of course, related to the late, great Alex Karras of football fame. And, of course, what was it? Different Strokes fame. I believe that was the show he was on. I didn't do all my research before the game. I did some, but not all. All right, 2nd and 7. Bengals in the shotgun. 2 wideouts on the right, 1 to the left, takes a snap, hands it off, fakes the handoff to Chase Brown, gets it out to the left. That's going to be his tight end. Oops, wrong side of the sheet here. That is number 86, Noah Fant out there. And there is another flag on the, well, I don't know who it is. But as far as the ref holding his hand on his head, that looks like an ineligible man downfield once again on the Bengals. Now the ref says no foul on the play. So that was a completion to Noah Fant, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and short. Zach Taylor looks a little upset on the sideline. Oh, well. 13:58, 13:57, 13:56 left to go in this second quarter. 3rd down and 2 incoming. Bears leading 14-10. Ball is at, tell you as soon as I see it, the 39-yard line of Cincinnati. They need the 41 for a 1st down. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Sends Chase Brown in motion. Empty backfield now. Chase Brown looks like he's lost. And now we got motion up front. Bengals want to say on the Bears. But that looks like a false start to me. It is indeed a false start. Number 75, that is Orlando Brown, the left tackle, I believe. Star left tackle. So we'll back the Bengals up once again. They just had 3rd and 2. That's going to make it 3rd and 7. That is twice that the Bengals had short yardage situation and got backed up. Oh yeah, he was dancing around back there. He had a little twitch going on in his back foot there. So it is once again 3rd and 7, 13:09, 13:08, 13:07 left to go in the second quarter. Flacco takes a shotgun snap. He's going to be under pressure, and he will be sacked at the 28-yard line. Who is in on that sack? That is the new Bear, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, on the sack. Excellent job getting in there, showing that he belongs to this on this defense right from the get-go. Of course, familiar with the Dennis Allen defense because he played in it in New Orleans. Excellent job. Filling the Kyler Gordon role perfectly, because that is exactly what Kyler Gordon would be doing were he on the field right now. All right, 4th and 13, 12:25, 12:24. Bengals set to punt this ball away. Punter is Ryan Rekow, however you say that. Looks like he's got a nice high kick, and that will be fair caught around the 19-yard line by Devin Duvernay, and the Bears will take over there, 1st and 10 with 12:12 left to go in this second quarter. Whew, there's a lot of talking going on there. A lot to say. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. I am Joby Wan. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and share. And I, of course, will be here for the remainder of this game and for all the Bears games this season. If you wish, please interact in the live chat, especially during these commercial breaks where don't have too much to say other than try to entertain you with my shenanigans. I do kind of have a funny story I want to tell at some point during the stream, so I'll have to remember to do that later on. Not quite the moment for it yet, I think. But I got a buddy who lives next door here who let's just say he didn't know what game he was watching. It was fairly entertaining while he was telling me this story. Let's see here. Any updates from the sidelines here? Yep, CJGJ. That's what it is. CJGJ making his presence felt. I was going to say CGGG. That's too many G's. I suppose you can never have too many G's, right? Do you see what I see every day as Warren G? Well, you kids probably don't know that one, that's for sure. All right, so no new news here. That's good. Beyond that, looks like we are so far so good for our men in blue and orange. Hopefully it stays that way. Showing off their Halloween costumes. Man, I swear I saw every WWE wrestler and their wife in a costume on Facebook and Twitter and all that this weekend. It's like every wrestler. Of course, there are fans in the crowd still in their Halloween costumes, being Halloween was just Friday, so. Adam Marcelletta, Spiro Dides. All right, ball is at the 22-yard line. Caleb is under center. He's got, looks like 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Monungai is going to take a pitch, run it up the right side, and he will have a gain of about 4 on that first down carry. 12:05, 12:04, 12:03 left to go in this second quarter. 2nd down and 7 incoming. Bears with 2 impressive drives to start the game, a 73-yarder and a 74-yarder, both resulting in touchdowns. But however, this is where their offense typically starts to fall apart. 2nd down and 6, ball at the 22. Caleb under center takes the snap, turns hands it off, or fakes the handoff. Now he's under pressure, He runs into his own man and then just basically self-sacks himself. What a freaking disaster that was in the backfield. He was under pressure, managed to get away from it, and then just started getting banged around by his own offensive lineman. He panics. You saw it right there. He absolutely panicked. The second that the play broke down, he didn't know what to do. All he had to do was step up, and then, of course, he gets hit by his own man, who was at Tooney. Yeah, you can't be doing that. All right, no, that wasn't Tooney. We'll get back to that. Caleb in the shotgun takes the snap. He's got plenty of time to throw this time. Delivers over the middle. That's going to be Colston Loveland, who catches it about 3 yards short of the sticks on a 3rd down and 13. That will bring up 4th down, 10:47, 10:46, 10:45 left to go in this first quarter. Or second quarter, excuse me. That was Theo Beneday that Caleb ran into on the last play where he basically self-sacked. 4th and 2. Torrey Taylor is in to punt this one away. And we are now officially at the point where the Bears offense starts to fall apart. The second they get away from the script, unfortunately, is where they start to not do so well. Bears had 2 opening drives, very impressive. Both ended in touchdowns, and then they immediately go 3 and out on the next drive. The kick is away and will be returned. The returner had to basically do an end around on the field to have the attempt to return it, and he will be brought down. Or I'm going to guess they give him about the 20-yard line on the progress there. Caleb looks frustrated, but I hate to say it, you panicked in that backfield there, young man. And then you ran into your own man in Theo Beneday. You might want to blame it on him, but you can only blame yourself. You are the quarterback. You are responsible for everything that happens back there. And I don't think I'm being too tough on you. I think I'm being realistic. If you disagree, tell me in the chat. Anyways, after that 3 and out, Bengals will be taking over. There's probably about 11 minutes or so left to go in this second quarter here. I try to keep it lighthearted, but then there are those moments when I give you some serious analysis. And like I say, that was not a very good moments for Caleb, unfortunately. So anyways, we are at commercial break. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like the stream if you would, as it does help out immensely. And if you wish, please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my shenanigans. And of course, share if you have any other Bears fans who you think might be entertained by me. Otherwise, thank you. Thank you for joining me. And I will certainly be here for the rest of today. Let's see what's going on around the rest of the league while we're waiting to come back from this commercial break here. Checked in on some scores a little bit ago. Let's get a refresh. Oh, are the Packers playing in their Acme uniforms today? I just saw look like a picture of Jordan Love. At least it's not the doo-doo brown helmet. That doo-doo brown helmet is really terrible. All right. Minnesota, Detroit are now tied up. Green Bay has only managed a field goal against Carolina so far. I mean, they're shutting out Carolina, which is obviously good. But the fact they've only, scored 3 themselves, man. Houston still leading Denver by 3. New England leading Atlanta by 7. San Francisco leading the Giants by 7. And Indianapolis leading Pittsburgh by 7. Tennessee still got a 4-point edge on the Chargers. That's going to be interesting to see how that one goes. I can't wait to see how that ends. All right, looks like we're about to come back. We are back from the commercial break. We have 10:07 left to go in this second quarter. Bears are leading 14-10. Bengals do have the ball. First down. Looks like the ball is spotted around the 15-yard line. That is correct. Ball is at the 15. Flacco in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts and 2 running backs, it looks like. He hands it off to Chase Brown, who will be stopped after a gain of about 2 yards on that first down play. 9:59, 9:58, 9:57 left to go in this second quarter. Of course, I was just guessing with the last 2 seconds because all I saw was 9:59 and then it ticked away. That's all right. Bears with 15 takeaways in their 4 wins and 1 in their 3 losses. So Clearly a formula to success. You just can't rely on it all the time. Flacco in the shotgun, four wideouts, sends Chase in motion. He's looking left, throws it out there. He does complete it to Chase, who will be brought down out of bounds, just enough for a first down. Gardner Johnson on the coverage. 9:20, 9:19 left to go in this second quarter. Bengals' performance so far has been bolstered by their special teams and field position more than anything. Their points, obviously, a special teams return for a touchdown and then another nice return, setting them up for the field goal they got. On this first down carry, that will be handed off to Chase Brown. He's going to have about 7 yards, looks like, on that first down carry. 8:48, 8:47, 8:46 left to go in the second quarter. Second down incoming. Second down and 5, so they only gave him 5 on that carry. It looked like he got a little more than that. Must have had a knee down. They always like to try to fool you, getting a couple extra yards out there. They like to reach out there and whatnot. All right, Flacco under center, ball just shy of the Cincinnati 30. Turns, fakes the handoff, and he's going to be under pressure. Throws it out to the right side, and that's going to be completed. Looks like that is complete to the slot receiver, Yosevash. First and 10, 8:07, 8:06, 8:05 left to go in this second quarter. Let's get a replay of that. That'd be nice. So I'd almost question if he caught that. There's the replay. Oh, yeah, he came down with it nicely. 7:48, 7:47, 7:46 left to go. First and 10 incoming. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to his left. 2 men lined up on either side of him. Sends Chase Brown in motion, takes the snap, and he's just going to throw it over the middle where Edwards was all over the receiver. I am not sure what the heck is going on here. Bears want to say they have the ball now, but I believe that was an incomplete pass. Was the ball knocked out of Flacco's hand? Let's see what we got here. Straighten this out for us. Ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. Chicago first down. Holy shit. Did Montez Sweat knock another one out of there? That will be 3 weeks in a row if that's the case. He did. He knocked it out of there before Flacco. I thought they were going to call TJ Edwards for pass interference, but they didn't because there was no pass. I love it. They're probably going to review it, though. Let's be honest. They're probably going to review that. Yeah, it's under review. Any turnover is always reviewed anyways. But if that stands, the call on the field right now, that's 3 weeks in a row that Montez Sweat has caused a fumble. So, I mean, for all the bitching we do about that, man, hey, he's getting it done. He's getting it done in spots. In spots. We still want the sack numbers too, right? Although, I mean, hey, that counts as a sack fumble. So, what a turn of events. We'll just have to see if it stands. Peter Stormare still doing. Now I can't talk. I'm so excited. Peter Stormare still out here doing Call of Duty ads. I think the first time they had him doing one was back for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I haven't paid for a Call of Duty in years. Back in the day, hardcore Call of Duty gamer. Not so much anymore. Especially doing this now. This takes up a lot of time. Trying to make videos and edit them. Yeah, who's got time for gaming? But anyways, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. We are just waiting to see if the Bears do indeed come away with the football after what the refs on the field called a fumble recovered by the Bears. Montez Sweat poking it out of there. I think it was recovered by big Andrew Billings. Johnny on the spot there, paying attention too. TJ Edwards had mobbed the tight end going for the ball on that play. And I was worried it was going to be a flag. But like I say, if there's no pass, it can't be a pass interference. All right, we are back. Let's see what they ruled. Did they say call overturned? I think I just flashed that on the screen. What are they saying? They did give the ball back to Cincinnati. Unfortunately, it is second down and 10, ball at the 42. Flacco takes a snap, throws it out to the right, but that is way too far out ahead of his man, Chase Brown. And it will be third and 10 with 7:31 left to go in this second quarter. That's unfortunate. Got all excited for that turnover, but it does not, in fact, result in a turnover. I don't know how you could really overturn that. If anything, a call should have just stood on the field. I don't know if that was clear and sufficient evidence to say that it wasn't a turnover. Anyways, Flacco takes the third down shotgun snap, throws it over the middle. That's a complete to a wide open Jamar Chase. Nobody around him. He's got plenty of more yardage after the catch, and he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at around the 3-yard line. There was nobody covering him. You can't leave one of the best receivers in the league unguarded. Come on now. You can't leave any receiver in the league unguarded, much less one of that caliber. Yep. Nobody. It was wide open. And then took 3 DBs to catch up to him, bring him down. Byard finally caught up to him. It is now first and goal from what I believe would be the 3-yard line. 6:50, 6:49, 6:48 left to go. They call him down at the 6. Flacco in the shotgun takes the snap, looking to throw it out to his right. And that is going to be caught by, well, it looked like it was caught by Jamar Chase, but I do not believe. Nope. They are calling that incomplete, second and goal, but there is now a flag on the play and a bunch of pushing and shoving going on here. Let's see what this is going to be about. Flag is about the skirmish, not the play, so let's see what's happening. Several flags down. Unsportsmanlike on the offense, and I believe that is Orlando Brown. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 75, Orlando Brown. That will back them up 15 yards. They had the ball at the 6 on that play. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get him off. He was basically on Montez Sweat. He was like holding him down on the field, like almost looked like he was choking him. He probably had him by the jersey, but no, you can't be doing that. That's going to be first for getting tossed, I would imagine. Ball is now back at the 21 after that flag. Flacco in the shotgun is third down and goal from the 21 because of that. Throws it short. That's going to be about a 6-yard gain to his man Yosavash. And the Bengals now have fourth and goal. And it looks, I would imagine, they'll probably line up for the field goal at this point. See what they decide to do. Was that third down? It should have only been second down, I believe. I think they might have had that wrong on the screen because I thought that throw by Flacco was first down. Yeah. So this is now third and goal. This play we just had was second and goal with the the 5-yard pickup. So third and goal, 5:59, 5:58, 5:57 left to go in this second quarter. Flacco takes the shotgun snap, bobbles it, looking over the middle, and he's going to throw, but there's 3 Bears out there covering Jamar Chase. No chance of coming down with that one. And now it is fourth down, and I believe they are going to send the field goal unit onto the field. It is indeed what they are doing. Bears defense holds after giving up a huge play to Jamar Chase, who was standing wide open in the field. Huge run after the catch. Ended up being brought down at the 6. But the penalty on Orlando Brown, who was mugging our guy Montez Sweat on the ground, causes Cincinnati to have to settle for a field goal. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and it is through, and the Bengals have tightened this one up to a 1-point game. 14-13, Bears still have the lead. I don't know what's going on with the clock. I think it says 5:47 left to go. They were showing like a digital scoreboard clock rather than the typical, score bug that they have, for CBS and Fox. So they must be having some sort of glitch or something. But anyways, Bears still have a 1-point lead after that field goal by Cincinnati. See if they can double dip here. Score at the end of the first half, and then of course they get the ball to start the second half. So a little double dip in here would be nice. That's why you defer to the second half, is for that scenario. I'm gonna need a new beverage. Don't throw out my koozie. Just throw out the can. Jeez. I do stuff like that sometimes. There was a time where I put the milk on top of the fridge and a cereal in the fridge. Imagine my shock when I came home from work that day. I was a little upset. Just waiting on the commercial break to end. When we come back, the Bears will be receiving a kickoff from the Bengals with about 5.5 or so minutes left in the second quarter. Bears with a 1-point lead, hoping to extend it before halftime. Thank you for joining me. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, as it does help out immensely and it is greatly appreciated. I do thank you for being with me. 5:47 left to go in the second quarter as we get set for the Bengals to kick it away to the Bears. This guy in the crowd just dick smacked his buddy on camera. That was awesome. That's awesome. I love it. 5:47 left to go. McPherson getting set to kick it away. Duvernay is set to return. Ball is up in the air. It'll be taken in at the end zone, and he will kneel on it, and the Bears will start at their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10 with 5:47 left to go in this second quarter. That's awesome. Got a guy dick punching his friend on TV. I hope he's DVRing the game back home. He's gonna save that forever. All right, Bears 1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. Caleb under center. Bit of an odd formation. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Monungai lined up behind him. Komet in motion. Turns, pitches it out to Monungai. Takes it up the left side. Will be unable to turn the corner. And there, it looks like there will be a holding penalty as well. So this is definitely a loss. Either way you slice it. They will accept the penalty. This will come up 1st and 20. The ball will now be at the 25-yard line. 5:42 left to go. That call is going to be on the left tackle, Theo Beneday. Man wasn't even on the team to start training camp, and here he is starting left tackle. Steelers have tied it up against Indianapolis. All right, ball at the 25, 5:28, 5:27, 5:26 left to go. Caleb in the shotgun, setting Zacchaeus in motion. Takes the snap, looking right, throws it out quick to Colston Loveland, who's going to have about a 3-yard gain on that first down catch. Second down and 17 incoming. You need 20 for a first down. I think we should be looking for a little bit more than 3 yards, gentlemen. 5:06, 5:05, 5:04 left to go in this second quarter. You're just showing the comparison of Tyler Warren to Colson Loveland, and I mean the Bears are just underutilizing him. It's got nothing to do with Colson Loveland doing anything wrong. I think. All right, Caleb takes the shotgun snap, looking over the middle. He's going to be under pressure. He's got to roll out to his left. Got some room. He's going to take it himself, and he will pick up about 13 of the 17 yards needed, and it will be third down and manageable now. 4:30, 4:29, 4:28 left to go in this second quarter. It is now 3rd and 4. Loveland stepping off the field. Looks like they're going to be bringing in some extra receivers. Let's see what we got planned for this third down play. Colston, 2 targets, 2 catches for 14 yards so far in this game. I mean, he catches the ball when it's thrown to him for the most part. It's not like he's doing anything wrong. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts to his right. Takes the shotgun snap, looking over the middle, and he throws that one high to Komet, but he does complete it for a first down right at midfield, and Komet takes a shot right to the face mask, and he is not getting up. No flag incoming on that one. Elbow went straight to the face mask. 3:49 left to go, and they're out there checking on Komet now. Yep. Komet's going to have a concussion. You could see it in his eyes. That was a camera shot that, I mean, it was dead on. You could see exactly the light go out for a moment there, unfortunately. Injury timeout for Cole Komet. And you know what? I'll stay right here. I'll wait till the Bears go on defense to take a pee break. Hopefully they just maintain this ball the rest of the half. That would be nice. But we are at injury timeout. We are under 4 minutes to go. Cole Komet had a nice first down catch, but then takes the elbow straight to the face. No flag on the play. He was kind of falling backwards on the catch. Safety came in. Didn't look like a devastating hit, but it was a hit to the head, none the same. The Bears will have the ball 1st and 10 right around midfield, unless they retroactively throw a flag on it, but you don't see that too much. Every once in a while you might see that, but I doubt we're going to see that. So the Bears will have 1st and 10 at midfield. Just under 4 minutes to go in this second quarter. Don't mind me. I just got to get my nicotine from time to time. Got to be discreet about it, though. Don't need YouTube trying to ban me here. Well, that's right. We still got a game in Munich? And a game in Madrid. Oh, it's Berlin this year, not Munich. It's Berlin. That's right. I believe that's next week is the Berlin game. And then, yes, we still have one in Madrid as well. Got him checking on Cole Komet out there, unfortunately. Hopefully he is going to be okay, but I don't imagine he's going to be back in this game, unfortunately. He's heading to the blue tent right now. 3:47, 3:46, 3:45 left to go in this second quarter. Caleb under center. 1st and 10. Ball is placed at the 49 of Cincinnati. Turns, hands it off to Manungai, who takes it up the right side. He's going to have about 7-yard gain on that first down carry. 3:32, 3:31, 3:30, 3:29, 3:28. Sorry about that. Second down incoming. 3:12, 3:11, 3:10 left to go in the second quarter. Second down and 3. Caleb takes the handoff or takes the under center snap, fakes the handoff, has to roll out of the pocket, throws it, and that's going to be complete to his man Colston Loveland, who will have a first down for the Bears. And he will be looked like he was out of bounds, but the clock will continue to run. 2:53, 2:52, 2:51 left to go in the second quarter. Bears trying to eat up the clock and end this drive in a touchdown because then they get the ball to start to the second half as well, which would, of course, be exactly how you draw it up as far as deferring to take the ball in the second half. Caleb 9 of 12 for 93 yards and a touchdown so far. Ball at the 32-yard line. Caleb under center. First and 10. Zacchaeus in motion. Turns. Fakes the handoff. Caleb rolling out to his right. Looking for somebody to throw to. Can't find anyone. And he's just going to get rid of it. 2:19 left to go in this second quarter. Second down and 10 incoming. Caleb unable to find anyone downfield. Caleb with 93 passing yards, 31 rushing yards so far. First two drives ended in touchdowns. Third drive, 3 and out and a punt. All right, this is their fourth drive, though. They are in the 32-yard line, second and 10. Caleb under center. He's got 3 tight ends in there. Hands it off to Manungai. Takes it up the middle. He's got 5-10. He's got the first down, and it's going to be about 15. They're still going. They're pushing them forward. That is going to be a gain of about 18 yards on that carry, and that will bring us to the 2-minute warning where the Bears will have first and 10, and I'm not entirely sure about the yard line they are on, but they are definitely in the red zone at this point. Powerful running by Manungai so far today. It runs into his own man, Darnell Wright, who gets out of his way. And then and then he gets assisted by Darnell Wright, who they probably could have called a flag for pulling. You can push the runner, but you can't pull the runner. Although he was really trying to pull the tackler off him is what he was really trying to do. But it had the same effect of pulling the momentum of the pile forward. So Manungai on what was probably about a 5 to 7 yard gain ends up with about a 18-yard gain on just a group of guys trying to push and pull and get them down. All kinds of craziness. We are at the 2-minute warning, and the Bears are threatening to score before it. Hopefully they can score the touchdown and leave almost no time left before taking over in the second half again. If I'm repeating myself, it's because I'm looking for things to say sometimes, Can't always just come up with fresh, hot, new things to say every two seconds. But of course, I'm always willing to interact with you guys in a live chat. So if you wish to leave me a message, you want to talk about some nonsense, I am happy to do that with you guys. Otherwise, if you could just please like the stream, as that helps tremendously. And you could also subscribe to the channel if you wish. That would be awesome as well. And of course, more than happy to interact with you guys. We are at the 2-minute warning, just waiting to come back. Showing us how Mahomes dismantled the Chiefs in this Invisalign, or not the Chiefs, the Raiders in this Invisalign commercial. He chews on his just like Caleb does. Or maybe Caleb does it just like Patrick does, I should say that. All right. We are back from the 2-minute warning. They keep showing us the same shot from the same end zone. Yep, Cole Kmet is headed to the locker room early, and just as I suspected, he's going to have a concussion, and he will not be back for this game. All right, ball is at the 14-yard line. Manungai with the ball, carrying it up the right side, trying to turn the corner, and only gets about 2 yards on that first down carry. 150, 149, 148 left to go in this second quarter. So far, Bears 2 for 2 in the red zone, hoping to make that 3 for 3 today. That would be extremely wonderful, of course. Bengals burning their first time out here, hoping to have some time to work with, whether the Bears score or not. Obviously, the Bears are going to at least try to come away with 3 here, if not the full 7. All right, let's see what's going on around the league. We got a timeout on the field right now here. Minnesota is retaking the lead by 3 against Detroit. Carolina, Green Bay at halftime right now. All right, 2nd down and 8. Caleb under center. It's got 3 wideouts. Manungai lined up behind him. Takes turns, hands it off to Manungai, takes it up the middle, and he's going to gain about 5 on that carry, and it will be 3rd down and about 2. And the Bengals are now going to use their second timeout. 1:42 left to go in this second quarter. 3rd down and 2 incoming. Bears have the 1-point lead, hoping to extend it before halftime while leaving hopefully no time left on the clock, which would be excellent. Again, you can't draw it up much better than that. Manungai having a hell of a game so far, even when he runs into his own man. 99 rush yards so far. All right, ball at the 7-yard line. This doesn't look like it gave him as much progress. Oh. This says 3rd and 2, but where that ball is lined up, it's 3rd and 4. I don't know what's going on. Bears end up using their first timeout. I'm not sure what was going on with this ball because the screen says 3rd and 2. They were clearly lined up 3rd and 4. The sticks looked like it read 3rd and 4 as well. So something didn't look quite right there, but the Bears end up having to use their first timeout here. Bears have 2 left, and the Bengals have 1. It is going to be 3rd and 3, according to this. 1:42 left to go in this second quarter. I thought he got a little closer than that. It looked like it was going to be 3rd and 2. Initially, they said 3rd and 4. Now it says 3rd and 3. But either way. All right. Ball is at the 6-yard line. The first down is at the 4. Caleb takes the shotgun snap. He's got plenty of time to throw. He's going to have to roll out as he's now under pressure. Gets rid of it, throws it out the back of the end zone, hits the goal post, and that's going to bring up 4th and 3, where the Bears will likely just have to settle for 3. Caleb panicking in the pocket again. Had plenty of time. The play wasn't there, but then when he rolls out, he basically rolls into the pressure again. Let's see here. Nobody there. Yeah, his receivers are well covered. But like I say, he rolls out to his left and basically rolls into another man. Then he tries to backtrack and runs into the man that he originally rolled away from. You're panicking in the pocket, Caleb. He's panicking. If the pocket breaks down, he panics in the pocket. That's where we're at right now. He doesn't know what to do if the play breaks down. 24-yard attempt, 4th and 3. I'm not a Caleb hater by any means. Definitely not. 4th and 3. Snap, spot, kick is up, and Bears will extend their lead back to a 4-point lead with 1:29 left to go in this second quarter. Bengals will get the kick, and they have 1 timeout left to work with. I'm not a Caleb hater by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm starting to notice things in his play that are starting to drive me crazy week in and week out. If the play doesn't go as designed, he starts to panic, and it's kind of like the Tua issues. You know, Tua is a great quarterback if the play goes as designed. The second it breaks down, he's toast. And we're starting to see that with Caleb as well, unfortunately. 1:29 left to go, 17-13. Bears have extended their lead back out to 4 points. Getting set to kick it away to Cincinnati. All right, Santos. The ball is up and away. Taken in at the 6. Another nice return. That will be out to the 37-38 yard line. And who is that on the return? It is not one of their typical returners. Who is that? Taj Brooks. I want to say that's who that was, but I cannot be certain. It was not Charlie Jones, Mitch Tinsley, P. Ryan, or Jermaine Burton. So, anyways, Flacco takes a shotgun snap. First down and 10, throws it out to the left. That's going to be completed to Jamar Chase, who will take it out of bounds. 1:18 left to go. And that was too easy as they are almost already in field goal range, just like that. Out of bounds at the Bears' 45-yard line, where the Bengals have first and 10 with 1:18 left on the clock. Of course, they got all kinds of time to work with now with one timeout. All right, 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Flacco takes a shotgun snap. He's looking left, throwing it deep. And I am not entirely sure what happened, but I guess we're going to call that a touchdown catch by T. Higgins. That looked awfully strange up the sideline there. Nashawn Wright was on very tight coverage, but was unable to stop T. Higgins from coming down with the ball. And it looks like Cincinnati just scored a touchdown right before the half. If I had to guess, I would say T. Higgins just pushed the DB down. Let's see that again. I don't know. Nashawn Wright was in perfect position with that and then somehow did not come away with the ball. It's like he may have jumped that a split second too early. Wow. Because he was in perfect position. He really was. 1:12 left to go, and the Bengals take the lead. The snap, the spot, the kick is up for the extra point, and it is through. And now the Bengals have a 3-point lead just like that. Bears special teams give up a decent return. 2 pass plays later, the Bengals have a touchdown. Just like that. Nashawn Wright was, I mean, he couldn't have played it really better, but he went for that ball like a split second too early. I believe that's both touchdowns for Bengals have gone to T. Higgins now. Bengals with the lead, 20-17, 1:12 left to go in the second quarter. After the touchdown pass from Joe Flacco to T. Higgins. And we are just waiting for the kick to be put away. Evan McPherson set to kick it away. Ball up in the air. And this one will be taken in at the 10, returnable by Duvernay, who's going to take it over to the right side of the field. Got plenty of room to go, and now he's got a lot of room to return. He's crosses midfield, and there's going to be a flag on the play. However, we do have a nice return to start out. There is yellow laundry on the field, though. Nice return like that, it's almost always holding. That is the case. Jade Walker. I believe he was the other returner on that. No, he's not in there as a returner. He's just a blocker. But yep, Jade Walker, one of the backup wide receivers, guilty on the penalty, negating a huge return by Devin Duvernay, which would have put the Bears right back in business to go before halftime here. Unfortunately, that is not the case, and the Bears now will start at their own 20. 1:04 to go, 2 timeouts remaining. Caleb in the shotgun. Trips to his right, sending a man in motion now. Plenty of time. Panicking in the pocket again, rolling out to his right. Can't find anybody. He's just going to get rid of it. Panicking in the pocket. Can nobody get open downfield for this man? Or is he just not seeing them? I don't understand what's going on. Second down and 10, 55 seconds left to go. Bears down 3 now, just like that. We're up 4. They were up 1, then they were up 4. Now, just like that, they're down 3. Cairo Santos over by his kicking net, hoping to get an opportunity to at least tie this game before halftime now. Second and 10. Ball at the 20. Caleb in the shotgun. Loveland in motion. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Takes the shotgun snap. Surveying, looking right. Throws it short. That's going to be Zacchaeus who's going to catch it and go out of bounds after about a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4 incoming with 49 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Caleb panicking in the pockets. Third down and 3 now. Caleb takes the shotgun snap, throws it out to the right for Zacchaeus, who's got it. He's going to have plenty of room to catch the first down. It will step out of bounds with 46 seconds left to go. And I believe he's going to step out around the 40-ish. Not entirely sure. Let's see where that's spotted at. First down and 10, 46 seconds left to go. Bears still have 2 timeouts to work with. There's a shot of Santos keeping his leg warm. Ball is now at the 40-yard line. Caleb in the shotgun, 2 wideouts to his right, Loveland out to the left. Shotgun snap. Caleb's looking right, looking left, under pressure. Going to have to roll out. He's panicking in the pocket again. Throws it out to his right, and it is not going to be completed. He was looking for his man, Zacchaeus, once again on that first down play. Second down and 10 with 38 seconds left. Might have an injury timeout here. Got a down Bengal on the Bears sideline here. All right, so Caleb takes the shotgun snap here. He's going to be, he's got a clean pocket for about 2 seconds. Gets pressured from the backside, escapes, and then just does not deliver a great ball. Even though he was protected by Beneday on the back end there. By the time he threw the ball, he had plenty of time to do it, and he just does not throw a good one out to Zacchaeus out there. Second down and 10, 38 seconds. Bears still have 2 timeouts. Ball is at their own 40-yard line. Hoping to score some points before halftime here. All right. 3 wideouts, 1 tight end. Manungai lined up. No, that's not Manungai. It was Travis Homer in there. Caleb keeps it himself and tries to run for the first down, but he's going to go down short of the marker. It will be 3rd down and very short incoming. 31 seconds left, and it looks like the Bears will use their second timeout. That is indeed what they do. Caleb's dive was well short of the first down by about 1.5 yards. You can't start your dive before you get to the marker because they will mark you down short of the marker every time. 3rd down and 2 incoming with 31 seconds left. Bears have used their second timeout. They still have 1 remaining. Trying to come away with some points before it is halftime. Looks like he fell more than he dove. Coming out of the timeout, they're running out of time on the play clock. 3rd and 2. Caleb takes a shotgun snap. Throws it. Nice little lob for DJ Moore. Looks like he may have completed it out to the right side. And that should be good enough for a 1st and 10 well into Cincinnati territory. Did he drag that foot? I don't know if he dragged that foot. Let's get that snap off, gentlemen. He stepped out of bounds. If they don't get that snap off quick enough, this is about to get called back. You got to be aware of where you are on the field. Get that snap off, Caleb. Thank you. Ball is off. Caleb gets the ball out to his man. That's Britton Brown he was looking for. Too tall for him. Ball off his hands. And the linebacker is upset with himself because he had a shot at it there. Who was that? Demetrius Knight with his hands on his helmet because he knew he had a shot at an interception there. Errant ball by Caleb Williams. Second down and 10. The ball is at the 29-yard line of Cincinnati. Caleb in the shotgun. Two wideouts to his left, one to his right. Takes the shotgun snap, looking over the middle, rolling out to his left now, directing some traffic, looking for somebody to throw it to. Throws it out to DJ Moore at the back corner of the end zone, but that will land incomplete. Third down and 10 now with 12 seconds and one timeout remaining. Tried to make something out of it that time, but that throw was way too hot. There was no way that Moore was going to come down with that one. Had Loveland on a short throw. Probably had Zacchaeus if he does his route properly. Had all kinds of room to run. Third down and 10, 12 seconds left to go. One timeout. Ball at the 29-yard line. Caleb in the shotgun. Zacchaeus in motion, sending him back to where he came. Takes the shotgun snap. Under pressure. Throws it out to his right. Out of bounds. And it's going to be fourth down incoming. With 8 seconds left, Caleb took a hit on that play. Slow to get up. Took a shot to the chest from, who was that? 52, Cedric Johnson, defensive end. Cairo Santos lining up for a field goal. Should be what, a 38-yarder? 47-yard attempt. Santos, of course, already missed one of these. The snap, the spot, the kick is blocked. Things going about as bad as they possibly can at the end of the second half here, or first half here. Ben Johnson ready to rip off that headset and go straight to the locker room. I don't blame him. Bears should have been going into the half up 4. Couldn't even manage to get into the half tied, and now they will be going into the half down 3. See who got a hand on that one. And that was 58. No idea. And Flacco will take a knee, and that will take us to halftime, where the Bengals will have a 20-17 lead. The Bears will have the ball to start the second half, but that is not exactly a consolation for where we're at right now, my friends. My goodness. The end of that second half went about as bad as it possibly could for these Bears. All right. Break time, ladies and gentlemen. I shall return in a few minutes. All right. We are back. Look at some of these halftime stats here. Wasn't doing so bad at first. Then it started getting ugly. I say first two drives were great. It has not been pretty since. Caleb, 12 of 22, 136, and a touchdown. He's been sacked once. He basically sacked himself on that play, of course. DJ Moore's got one. Oh, that's right. He's got one pass for a touchdown to Caleb. Can't forget about that. Kyle Monungai, the brightest spot, 16 carries, 100 yards. Caleb's got 4 for 39. Probably could have more if he wasn't panicking in the pocket so much. Who else? We got DJ Moore, 3 catches for 58. Zacchaeus, 4 for 44. Loveland, 3 for 24. Komet, 1 for 10. And he's done for the day. I guarantee you that. We'll check on that in a moment. Defense, Gardner Johnson with a sack. And that's the only one. Montez Sweat almost had that forced fumble. That would have been sweet. Santos with the blocked kick, of course. All right. Bengals stats. Flacco, 9 of 14 for 165. He's got twice as much on his average as Caleb does. Rushing, I mean, they got 7 for 27, so they're not doing anything running the ball. But of course, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins each have 3 catches for 63 yards. Higgins has a touchdown. And of course, they have the return touchdown as well. So I thought for some reason earlier, I thought Chase had a touchdown, but that's not accurate at all. Cincinnati defense with 1 sack. Could have had a takeaway or 2, I'm sure. But for the most part, pretty unimpressive stats other than the fact that Flacco's gotten three long balls to Chase and Higgins each. Well, not long balls, but 3 good ones to Chase and Higgins each. And Monungai's got 100 yards rushing already. Those are your highlights for the game so far. Other than that, Bears special teams are pretty much making the difference in this game right now, giving up the opening drive or the opening kick touchdown, of course, and then just overall bad play by special teams all around. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. Man, phone's breaking here. What's going on? There we go. Well, what's going on here? All right, we are just getting ready to restart the second half. We probably still got a few minutes here. We still got to come back and show us the second half stats on TV and all that. So, suppose we should check on that injury report. I said there's no way that Cole Kmet's coming back. And I believe he does have a concussion history in general. All right. I mean, they're showing us the first half highlights now, or lowlights, depending on which side you're looking at it from. Oh yeah, and of course the Bears could have had that long kickoff return too. Oh my goodness. So many missed opportunities in that first half, especially right towards the end, man. Last 5 minutes or so of that first half were a disaster for the Bears. But everything that could have gone wrong did. All right. McPherson ready to kick it away. Waiting on the go-ahead from the ref. All right. Ball is up in the air. That will be taken in at the 5-yard line. Duvernay on the return, taking it towards the middle of the field, and starts dancing around on a return again. Is going to be stopped short of the 25. Is it about the 23-yard line he gets stopped at? And there's a flag on the play as well. Let's see what that's about. These are rarely on the kicking team. Illegal formation on the member of the receiving team, hey? How do you have an illegal formation? It's basically a stand on the line. Coach didn't even want to look at her this week. I don't blame him, especially after everything that happened last time. Oh, now they're talking to her about it. Coach Johnson, not happy with his team right now. 1st and 10, 14:55. Ball is at the 23-yard line. Like I say, not a good return. Caleb turns and fakes the handoff. Looking downfield, can't find anyone. Throws it out for the check down to Manungai, and he drops it. And that only would have been about a 2-yard gain anyways. 2nd and 10 incoming. 14:51 left to go in this third quarter. Welcome back. Welcome back. Bears trying to get back on the right track here. Start the second half. Caleb's his play has been frustrating me ever since the second drive ended. All right, shotgun formation. Caleb takes a snap, looking right, looking left, doesn't find anybody. He's rolling out to his right. He's got plenty of green grass, doesn't decide to run. He decides to throw. He does complete it to DJ Moore for a first down, who immediately grabs his hamstring. Yep, DJ Moore is now grabbing his hamstring and going off to the sideline after coming up with that first down catch. 14:27, 14:26, 14:25 left to go in this third quarter now. DJ Moore in pain. Ball is at the 37-yard line. Caleb under center. 3 wideouts, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Zacchaeus in motion, turns, hands off to Manungai, takes it up the left side. Going to have a nice gain of about 6, maybe 7 on that first down carry. 13:58, 13:57, 13:56 left to go in this third quarter. Bears start out with 2 touchdown drives, then end with the last 3 drives were punt, field goal, missed field goal. And not to mention many special teams blunders along the way. All right, 2nd and 3. Caleb is in the shotgun. Now they change formation. Caleb goes under center. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts, 1 running back. Turns, hands it off to Manungai, who's going to take it up the middle and will have just enough for the first down. 1st and 10 incoming. Ball will be at about the 48-yard line. 13:17, 13:16, 13:15 left to go in this third quarter. Not a lot to say about this Bears offense at the moment. Slow movement. Bears have a lot of rushing yards, so hoping to stick with that. 1st and 10. Caleb takes a snap, fakes the handoff, and now he's just going to throw the check down to Manungai, who will have about 5. So now he's got the first down after making a couple of men miss. 12:37, 12:36, 12:35 left to go in the third quarter. Manungai with a couple of nice moves up the left side, making men miss and getting just enough for the first down. Showing us some Rutgers standouts because of course that's where Kyle Manungai played. All right, 12-13, 12-12, 12-11. They're just showing us Manungai. Caleb takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, looking for somebody to throw to as he is under pressure. Finds his man in Zacchaeus once again, and that's going to be about 13 yards for another Bears first down. 11:56, 11:55, 11:54 left to go in this third quarter. Bears starting to put together a decent drive here. It's the first drive of the third quarter. Bears, of course, had opportunities to score points before halftime and double dip here. Did not do it, so they definitely need to come away with the points here to start the second half. Ball is at the Cincinnati 27. Caleb dropping back, looking for someone to throw to. Checks it down to Manungai, who's got a few blockers in front of him. Makes a man miss, has enough for a first down, and he will be brought down in the red zone just shy of the 15-yard line with 11:10, 11:09, 11:08 left to go in this third quarter. Manungai showing some versatility, running it on the ground, catching it through the air. Had some nice blockers out there, but ultimately he decided to go in a different direction as they were converging. All right. First and 10, ball at the 16-yard line. Caleb under center, pitches it out to Manungai. He'll take it up the middle, and he's just pushing, and he will gain ultimately about 7 yards on that first down carry. 10:34, 10:33, 10:32 left to go in this third quarter. Those legs just keep churning. All right, ball at the 9-yard line. Caleb under center, second and 3. I formation, 2 receivers to the right. 1 in motion now. That's Odunze moving to the left. Caleb turns, hands it off to Manungai, takes up the middle. It's going to be close to a first down, and there is a flag on the play. We'll have to check that one. It came in from the defensive backfield, so curious to see what the ref saw there. It's usually not where a holding call comes from. Let's see what we got here. A defensive hold comes from that area, though, and that's indeed what we have. That will be an automatic Bears first down. Defensive tackle Jordan Jefferson being called for the defensive hold. Let's see what happened here. Lined up right over the center. Oh, he went and he grabbed a hold of Drew Dahlman. Yep. That's an easy call for the ref. Ball at the 3, just outside the 3-yard line. Caleb in under center, fakes the handoff, throws it over the middle, and Rome Odunze drops the sure touchdown pass. Second and goal incoming with 9:25 left to go in the third quarter. Fired it to Odunze, and he just dropped it, unfortunately. Odunze with a short crosser, wide open on that. But of course, Caleb did once again throw it behind him. He can never get the ball out in front of the receiver. It's always behind him. You still got to catch it. But Caleb, you threw it behind him. You can't get upset on that. 9:25 left to go. Second and goal. Caleb under center once again. Weak eye formation. Hands it off to Manungai, who's going to take it up the right side. And he keeps pushing. And he's going to be just shy of the goal line, it looks like. It looks like it's going to be about 3rd and inches to get to the end zone. 9:09, 9:08, 9:07 left to go in this third quarter. Manungai was fighting. He was fighting for it, but unable to cross the pylon there. All right. Bears got through 2 touchdowns and a field goal on their 3 red zone trips so far. This is their 4th red zone trip. They are inside the 1-yard line. Bears trying to score on this third down play. Caleb under center, sending Loveland in motion. And this play is going to be blown dead. Oh, wonderful. When you have third and goal inside the 1, you get a delay of game. That's always the best thing to do. So now it's going to be third and goal from around the 5-ish. Yep, that was definitely a delay of game. Coach is going to be pissed. Third and goal, 8:25, 8:24, 8:23 left to go in his third quarter. Caleb in the shotgun. 3 wideouts to his left, Loveland to his right. Manungai lined up next to him. Takes a snap, looking over the middle, fires it to Loveland, who catches it, and that will be a Bears touchdown. 8:11 left to go. Caleb completing the third and goal touchdown pass to Colston Loveland. I think that might be his first on the year, his first of his career for Colston Loveland. Is that the case? Santos for the extra point. The snap, the spot, the kick is up. It is through, and the Bears have retaken the lead by 4, 24-20, with 8:11 left to go in this third quarter. And I believe, if I am correct, that is Colston Loveland's first NFL touchdown. We will have to check that momentarily. I do believe that's the case. Yep, it sure is. First NFL touchdown for Colston Loveland. All right, so Colston Loveland with his first touchdown catch in his young NFL career. And the Bears have retaken the lead 24-20 with just a little under 8 minutes to go, I believe. Just under or just over 8 minutes in the third quarter. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and share. It would be greatly appreciated, as it does help out the channel very much. I thank you for joining me. I will certainly be here for the rest of today's game and for all the Bears games this season. And we are just awaiting the return from break after the Bears touchdown score. That's my last pop. Oh well. We'll survive. Oh, yeah. Bit of a roller coaster ride so far today. I'm not nearly as caffeinated now as I was to start the day, that's for sure. 12 plays, 77 yards, 6 minutes and 49 seconds. Colston Loveland with the 5-yard touchdown catch. Once again, the first of his young career. And the ball is up and away already, taken in at the 4-yard line. And this time that is Chris Jones on the return, and he will finally be brought down at a reasonable point of the field, shy of the 35-yard line. And special teams wants to get excited about it. It's a regular play, gentlemen. Don't get crazy out there. Calm down. Why is that so far behind? Crazy. All right, 1st and 10, Flacco under center. He's got Two wideouts, two tight ends. Jones lined up behind him. Turns, hands it off. And that will be about a 2-3 yard gain on the first down carry. Oh, it's Chase Brown, excuse me. I don't know why I called him Jones. But anyways, first half possessions for the Bengals, field goal, punt, field goal, touchdown, half. And we want to avoid any more of those touchdown drives because that was a two-play, 63-yard drive that only took 17 seconds to score that touchdown. Bears have had the ball 26 minutes to Cincinnati's 10. Flacco takes the shotgun snap, looking left. That is going to be completed to his tight end, Noah Fant. No, that's T. Higgins, excuse me. No, who the hell is that? It's not Fant or Higgins. It is Josevich, the slot receiver. That's who that was out there. 3rd and 3 incoming. 7:16, 7:15, 7:14 left to go in his third quarter. Bears trying to get off the field now here. Let's see how this goes for them right now. Average yards to go 9.5 on third down for Cincinnati, but they've only had to do it 4 times. Flacco in the shotgun takes the snap, looking over to the left side, throws it up there. He's got his man, and there's flag on the play, or 2 flags on the play. He does have that completed out there to Tanner Hudson, the tight end, but we will check the laundry. It may be pass interference of some sort on the Bears, and they still got the play anyways, but let's see what happened. Oh, yeah, Nashawn Wright basically just pushed Jamar Chase down on the play. Penalties declined because the ball was caught anyways, and it's a good positive play for Cincinnati and a first down. 6:49 left to go in this third quarter. Bears leading by 4. Hoping to keep it that way. 6:45, 6:44, 6:43. Flacco lined up under center. It's got a man in motion. Check with me. He's changing the play down there. Flacco moving to the shotgun. 3 wideouts, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Takes the shotgun snap, throwing it out to the right. And that is completed to the receiver while being pass interfered with. Who was that? That is Mitch Tinsley. He's listed as the 3rd receiver in the. I got him listed as the 6th receiver on the depth chart for these guys. So, but he definitely had his man beat. He was getting fouled all over, and he still came down with the catch. And that's going to be 1st and goal for the Bengals now. Bears DBs cannot do anything about these Bengals receivers. And I think the Bengals have finally figured that one out. Because they spent a good portion of the first half trying to run the ball. Stevenson kind of got hung up with them there too, so I don't know. It's definitely a penalty, but 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Flacco on the shotgun, hands it off. This is Brown, and he is going to be brought down for a 1-yard loss on that first down carry. 2nd and goal incoming. 5:53, 5:52, 5:51 left to go in this third quarter. Bears come out, they do a little bit of good, and now it's starting to turn against them once again in this third quarter. Want to see a little bit of momentum swing in their direction for once. So far, it's just been kind of back and forth roller coaster-ish, and I can't handle this, god damn it. Bengals with 5 plays of 20-plus yards, Bears only have 1, so that kind of tells you the story of how these offenses are performing right now. Flacco takes a shotgun snap on 2nd and goal. Gets it completed out to T. Higgins, but that is not called a touchdown. The ref said he is just shy of the pylon. Higgins trying to goad him into calling the touchdown, but the ref says no dice. And I think that's a good call by the ref, actually. When you look at it, he was down. Your back may have taken the pylon down, but that doesn't mean the ball crossed it, Higgins. It's a good catch. I'll give you that. But I don't think he broke the plane. He was covered about as well as you can cover by C.J. Gardner-Johnson, that's for sure. I think that's a good call by the ref. Oh, now they're calling it touchdown. What the hell? These refs cannot make up their mind. Was that one of those expedited reviews? I didn't hear anything. But they're saying that Higgins did indeed break the plane. I imagine this is going to be under review unless it already had an expedited review. It is confirmed. 26-24, pending the extra point by Evan McPherson here. 5:19 left to go in the third quarter. Bears DBs cannot cover, apparently. McPherson, snap, spot, kick is up, and it is through, and it is back to a 3-point Cincinnati lead, 27-24. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and share, as it is greatly appreciated, and it helps the channel out immensely. I am Joby Wan, here for all of today's game and for all the Bears games this season. And as we ride this roller coaster today, I'm hoping that the Bears can get the ball and maybe just run some time off the clock while scoring a touchdown. Suck the air out of the stadium, if nothing else. Take these Bengals fans out of it. Oh, yeah. I'm just waiting for the commercial break to end here after the Bengals went and took the 3-point lead back. Currently leading 27-24. Maybe the Bears can put together some nice running attack. That's what I would love to see. Trying to get more comfortable here. Oh, yeah. The roller coaster of emotions. I try not to get too high or low, especially during these broadcasts. Had the one where Montez Sweat had the strip sack taken away from him. That sucked. That was a moment where I thought we were going to run this game out of control at that point. But unfortunately, Bears letting the Bengals stay in this because I can't cover. All right, ball taken in at the 3-yard line. This is going to be Josh Blackwell on the return, and he is be brought down around the 26-yard line, and the Bears with subpar starting position once again. There is a flag on the play. Let's check that. Again, on these kickoffs, it's almost always going to be holding against the offense or some sort of penalty against the returning team. Let's see what it is. No foul on the play. First down. 5:15 left to go in the third quarter. Bears taking over at about the 26-yard line. Again, subpar field position to say the least. All right, Caleb lining up under center. Manungai behind him. 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. DJ Moore back out there after holding his hamstring earlier. Hand off to Manungai. Takes it up the right side. It's going to have enough for a first down. 10-yard gain on first down for Kyle Manungai. 5:04, 5:03, 5:02 left to go in this third quarter. Now they're calling it 2nd and 1, according to the spotter on the screen. Does not look like the chains have been moved yet. Nope, the chains have been moved. It is indeed first down. No, it's not first down. What is going on here? Caleb fakes the handoff, and he's going to go ahead and throw it deep. That is going to be complete to Colston Loveland, who is out across the 35 of Cincinnati down at the 33-yard line. Apparently, that was not a first down on that last run. It was a second and short. They take advantage with the play fake and get it out to Loveland, who picks up about almost 30 on that play. About 27 yards on that catch. Loveland putting together a nice little game now here. Ball at the 34-yard line of Cincinnati. Bears, Caleb under center. He's got two wideouts to his left. Monungai lined up behind him. Two tight ends on his right. Turns, hands it off to Monungai, carries it up the right side, and he's going to have about a 3-yard gain on that carry. Second down and 7 incoming. 3:54, 3:53, 3:52 left to go in this third quarter. They're showing us a package of plays from the first half of the Bears offense. Meanwhile, more interested in what they're doing right now, not what they did earlier in the game. Caleb in the shotgun, two wideouts to his left, one to his right. Hands it off. That's going to be Britton Brown with the carry. Makes the man miss and will come close to a first down. Brought down just shy of the marker. Britton Brown with his first NFL carry, I believe. They tried to throw him one earlier in the first half. But it brings up 3rd and 1, 3:04, 3:03, 3:02 remaining in this third quarter. Britton Brown with his first carry. Looks like Monungai is getting looked at on the sideline. Might just be having a equipment adjustment there. Doesn't look too serious. Britton Brown in the backfield. Caleb under center. 3 tight ends and a wide receiver in there. Turns, hands it off to Brown, who dives forward and does pick up enough for the first down. Looks like he will be brought down around the 23-yard line. 2:33, 2:32, 2:31 left to go in this third quarter. That man got up there a little high over the pile there, but he does get the desired effect in picking up the first down. Hopefully he doesn't have to throw his body into reckless abandon every time. Not advisable anyways. 1st and 10, ball just inside the 23-yard line. Caleb under center once again. 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends. Turns, pitches it to Britton Brown, who carries it up the left side. He's got a lot of room to run, and he is going to take it to the house, and that will be a Bears touchdown. Britton Brown on what I believe is his second NFL carry brings the Bears back out ahead by 3 pending an extra points. 30-27 pending the extra point by Santos. Britton Brown running it up the left side. A nice hole. Again, these Bears players have been doing an excellent job blocking altogether. Both tight ends, the tackle, even Roma Dunze out there laying some wood. And Britton Brown has a clear path all the way to the house. Excellent job by the team. And the young man gets his first score. Santos with the extra point. It is up and it is through, and the Bears will now take a 4-point lead once again with 1:57 left to go in this third quarter. Bears putting together a couple of nice drives in the second half so far. It's 2 for 2 in the red zone in the second half, and they have come away with 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns on 5 red zone trips today. Now, if the defense could stop someone, that would be great. My buddy, Packer fan buddy's texting me about his game. While that's going on. We have 4 TDs on 5 red zone trips. Just can't stop them yet. So yeah, the Bears can manage to clamp down on these receivers even somewhat. Make them work hard for it. Don't give up these deep ones. I think all these balls to these, the majority of these throws to, Chase and Higgins and Yosavash. I mean, they've all been at least 15 yards or more. Try to keep them in front of you. Of course, there was that one by Higgins. Was it Higgins earlier? No, it was Chase. He was just unguarded. Nobody on him. Bears were lucky to hold him down to 3 at that point. Damn, Packers can't even score in the red zone, huh? Panthers defense ain't bad, but Panthers in general ain't very good. I better watch it because I'm pretty sure we gotta play them later in the season, right? NFC South, yeah, we're definitely playing them later this season because we already played the Saints. Right now, we're working on our gauntlet of AFC North teams. This is our second one, right? We still got the Browns and the Steelers left after this. All right, Santos with the kick away. That'll be fielded at about the 3-yard line. Another decent return, it looks like. Oh, no, he will actually be stopped around the 27-yard line where Cincinnati will take over. Who is that on the return? I believe it's Taj Brooks returning some kicks. That is not a name that I have listed as a returner here, so that change must have been made earlier today or maybe late in the week in practice, but I do not have that man listed as a returner here. I have him simply listed as the third running back. All right. Flacco hands it off to Chase Brown, who's going to gain 3, maybe 4 on that first down carry. 139, 138, 137 left to go in this third quarter. Sorry, just gaining my bearings there for a moment because, like I say, I got a returner who's not on the list, and I'm like, who are these people? Anyways, 2nd and 6 incoming. Ball is at the 31-yard line of Cincinnati. Cincinnati trying to return the favor once again. Hopefully Bears defense can come up with a stop on this drive. Flacco takes the shotgun snap, looking out left, completes the ball to Yosavash, and he's going to have, that's Brown, his running back. 80 and 30, they look the same. That's Chase Brown, his running back, who's going to have enough for the first down out across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 with 50 seconds, 49 seconds, 48 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Burrow on the sideline watching it all. All right, Flacco under center. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Ball at the 44-yard line of Cincinnati. Turns and he hands it off to Yosavash, who comes around the end. Is going to try to turn the corner. Comes away with about 3 yards on that first down carry. Tackle made by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Trying to make his presence felt in this game. Does have a sack in this game. Definitely seems to be running his mouth out there, which is what he's most known for. 2nd and 6, and looks like this will be the end of the third quarter, but we can't be too sure. Might try to get the snap off, and the clock does indeed run out, and that is the end of the third quarter. 2nd down and 6 when we return from the 47-yard line of Cincinnati. The Bears offense certainly looking more lively through the third quarter than they did through the first half. Other than the first 2 drives, of course. The rest of the first half was definitely a struggle to watch there. I'm sure even more of a struggle to play. But Bears offense in the third quarter, 2 for 2 on touchdowns. Can't complain about that. Now, if the defense could come up with a stop, that is key here. Doesn't matter how many touchdowns we score because if we just keep going back and forth, then basically the game just ends with who has the ball last. And I hate when that happens. I want a decisive, definitive victory here. Let's go. Looks like this game's running kind of long here. I suppose it's fairly average. 2:30. We're about to start the fourth quarter. Maybe slightly long. I just hate when the game runs into the late game. I do want to watch that Chiefs Bills matchup for sure. For sure. All right, back at Paycor Stadium again. Probably the second worst name in the league for a stadium, next to Acrisure. Second and 6, 15 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Ball at the 48-yard line. Flacco takes a shotgun snap, a little high, looks over the middle. Now he's going to be sacked, and that is Austin Booker in there with the sack. And now the play's still going. Bears think they might have the football, and they do. Austin Booker with the sack. He thought the play was over, and Jervon Dexter, Johnny on the spot once again, who had a fumble recovery a couple of weeks ago, comes up with the football once again, and the Bears take the football away to start this fourth quarter. Let's see here. That ball's definitely out before Flacco's knee hits the ground. Booker thought the play was over, but Jervon Dexter realizes that's a live ball there, gentlemen. Let's get that. He and Montez Sweat both go for it, and they come away with that ball. 14:54 left to go in this fourth quarter. Bears with the lead and the ball now. Excellent job, defense. First takeaway of this game. And of course, they did not come up with one last week, and that could be a huge deal in what the end of this game looks like. You can see my excitement return just like that. Hey, Flacco upset about it. I mean, yeah, you fumbled the ball away. Almost got him to do it earlier in the game, too. Austin Booker with the sack fumble. Jervon Dexter with the recovery. Yeah, Austin Booker, just pay attention next time. That ball was out. Don't celebrate so fast. All right. One turnover on the day. That's the first turnover by either team. Caleb in the shotgun, empty backfield, 4 wideouts and a tight end out there. Actually, 3 wideouts, 2 tight ends. Got a backwards pass. That was Bajent lined up out there. He throws it out to Caleb, who's now out in space. He's got Joe Tooney out in front of him, and he's going to be brought down inside the red zone. Creative play design there. He had Tyson Bajent out there lined up as a receiver. I thought that was Durham Smythe at first. It was not Smythe. That was Theo Beneday lined out there at wide receiver as well. All kinds of wackiness going on that play. But Caleb Williams ultimately comes away with the reception and the first down catch, or the first down yardage for it. He's got 2 catches for 22 yards. One of those is a touchdown on the day. All right, Caleb takes a snap under center, gets it out to Zacchaeus, who can't do anything with it, and that's going to be a minimal loss on first down, second down incoming. 14:03, 14:02, 14:01 left to go in this fourth quarter, which has been very exciting to start out so far. Second down and 10, they will call it. No gain. Didn't even get a chance to see where that ball was spotted here. I believe they are inside the 20. They are indeed. The ball is at the 19-yard line. Caleb in the shotgun, 3 wideouts. Manungai lined up next to him. Manungai takes the handoff, goes up the middle, and that'll be a good for about a 2, maybe 3-yard gain. And it will be third down. 13:27, 13:26, 13:25 left to go in this fourth quarter. Whew. Lots of action going on here right now. 3rd down and 8. Bears with the ball in the red zone. 13-11, 13-10, 13-09. Bears and Bengals fan cheering their teams along side by side there. There's a nice little shot. Probably mom and son, I'm going to guess. All right, Bears. Caleb in the shotgun. Loveland in motion. Now Adunze in motion. Caleb takes the shotgun snap, surveying. Going to have to roll out to his left, evade some pressure. Now he's going to try to scramble with it, but is ultimately going to be brought down 2 yards shy of the line of scrimmage. That will be a sack. 4th down, and the Bears field goal unit will take the field. Caleb not too happy about what happened there, but I think the only person he could really be upset with is himself. Travis Homer was out there on pass protection. Somebody missed a man. Caleb not happy about it, but you can't act like a petulant child out there either. Cairo Santos lined up for a 36-yard attempt. The snap, the spot, the kick is up. It is through, and the Bears now have a 7-point lead, 34-27, with 12:03 left to go in this 4th quarter. And now, since we are at commercial break and our defense is about to take the field, we once again are going to need another stop since we only scored 3 on that series. I'm going to go P for the D. I'll be right back. All right, the P for the D is complete. I'm always a little worried that I didn't mute my mic when I walk away from the stream here. Bathroom is not far off the corner here, and let's just say one of these days you guys are going to end up hearing me pee, and when it happens, you just need to be cool about it. All right. Oh yeah, just waiting on this game to get going again after the field goal by Santos, of course, made possible by the turnover. Austin Booker's sack fumble, Javon Dexter with the recovery, leads to 3 points by the Bears offense. Would have liked to see 7, but as long as they're extending their lead, I'm fairly happy. They do have a 7-point lead. Had a little bit of trickeration out there. He had both quarterbacks on the field. All right, this kick is up and away. Will be fielded at the 2-yard line. That is Chris Jones on the return, who finally would be stopped short of the 25 for once, brought down around the 23-yard line. Bears special teams coverage finally starting to do a little bit better today. Horrible start to the game, so nice to see some improvement. And the Bengals are about to take over again. 7-point deficits. 11:57 left to go. It is 1st and 10 Bengals, of course. The ball is at the 26-yard line they gave him. Thought he was stopped a little shorter than that. Flacco in the shotgun with an empty backfield, immediately under pressure and sacked, and that's going to be Montez Sweat on the pressure. Brings him down. 2nd and long, I guess we'll call it for the moment. 11:43, 11:42, 11:41. I mean, that play was dead to rights from the get-go. When you got an empty backfield, I mean, they just brought 5 guys, and Cincinnati couldn't block them. Sweat gets another sack. Second down and 16 now. Bears have 3 sacks, Bengals with 2 of their own. Flacco in the shotgun, and he's got Jones next to him. Fakes the handoff, pressured again, tries to get it out there to Jones, did not have a chance. Excuse me, it's Brown. I keep calling Brown Jones. That is not right. I'm sorry, Chase Brown. I will try to get that right for the rest of this game. I'm not sure if that pass got tipped at all, but either way, there was no way that was getting out to the running back, Chase Brown. Third down and 16 incoming with 11:14 left on the clock. Do not let these receivers beat you deep, gentlemen. Defense. Let's go. P for the D going good so far. Let's keep it up. Flacco lining up in the shotgun again. Chase Brown next to him. Takes the shotgun snap. Looking over the middle of the field. Throws left. And he's got his man T. Higgins. That's going to be good enough for a first down. And he got 4 Bears trying to strip the ball away from him there. That's going to take Cincinnati up to about the 45-yard line. Bears unable to find an answer for these Cincinnati top 2 receivers, Chase and Higgins. Yosevich been giving them problems too, though. But that one right there, way too easy for Higgins on a 3rd and 16, and then they pick up 25. Flacco takes the shotgun snap, looking out left, and tried to get it out to Chase Brown, but it was too short for him as he was under pressure on that throw. Second down and 10 incoming. T. Higgins today, 5 targets, 5 catches, 86 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's having a perfect game when the ball is thrown to him. Looks to be slightly shaken up now. Looks like he might have taken a shot on that last play. So he can't hurt us on this 1 down right now. Second down and 10. 10:32 left on the clock. Bengals breaking the huddle here now. Carolina leading Green Bay 13-6 with only 3:20 left in the game. What's going on over there? Can't wait to check out those highlights. Flacco in the shotgun. He's got Brown next to him. Drops back. He's got plenty of time. Gets it out to the tight end, and that's going to be complete for about a 9-yard gain. That is Tanner Hudson on the catch. Third down in short incoming. 10:19, 10:18, 10:17 left to go in this fourth quarter. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like the stream while you are here, as it immensely helps out the channel. Otherwise, thank you for joining me, and I hope you will stay with us for the remainder of this game. Third down and 1, 10 minutes, 9:59, 9:58, 9:57 left to go on the clock. Flacco in the shotgun on this third down and 1. Ball is at the Bears 49. Hands the ball off to Chase Brown, who looks like he does have enough for the first down as he crosses the first down marker. Ball will be placed about the Chicago 47-ish yard line. First and 10, 9:38, 9:37, 9:36 left to go in this game. Bengals down 7, trying to, at a minimum, tie up this game. Hopefully the Bears defense can hold firm and not allow that to happen. Flacco in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's got plenty of time to throw. He throws the check down out to his running back, and he's going to try to hurdle a man. Does so somewhat successfully, but goes out of bounds after about a 6-yard gain. Second down incoming, 9:04, 9:03, 9:02 left to go in this fourth quarter. Bengals not running hurry up, but running a little bit of tempo at the moment. Getting to the line. Flacco in the shotgun. Sends Fant in motion. Takes the shotgun snap. Looking right. Throws it out to his running back, who will be brought down after about a 1-yard gain of about 1.5 yards. It will be once again third and short. About 2 yards to go on his third down. 8:23, 8:22, 8:21 left to go in this fourth quarter. Bengals down by 7, trying to tie up the score. Bears defense trying to get off the field on this third down. Hopefully hold them to a field goal attempt, but something tells me that may not happen no matter what they do. Even if the Bears stop him on this third down, Bengals may end up just going for it. 7:57, 7:56, 7:55, third down and 2. Flacco in the shotgun. He's got a running back and a tight end next to him. Turns, hands it off to his running back, who will have the first down. It'll be brought down at the 33-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10. That's Chase Brown again on the carry. 7:39, 7:38, 7:37 left to go in this fourth quarter. Bears trying to cling to a 7-point lead here. Bengals right now not running the ball particularly well in the game, but a couple of first down conversions by Chase Brown, their running back, has kept the ball in their hands on this drive. Flacco takes the handoff, turns, fakes the handoff, takes the snap and fakes the handoff, gets it out to his running back, who will have another 6 or 7 yard gain on that short throw to the right side by Flacco. Sorry, sometimes you trip over yourself with your words when you're trying to keep up with the action, but we get better as this rolls on. 7:02, 7:01, 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Got a Bengals fan praying to the football gods in the stands there as Zach Taylor calls in his next play to Joe Flacco. See, I got some descriptive powers there, hey? 2nd and 4. All right, Flacco under center. No, he's in the shotgun. Hands it off to his backup running back, who will be stopped for no gain, and that will bring up 3rd down and 4. That was Taj Brooks on that carry. Have not seen much of P. Ryan in this second half. Wonder if maybe he came up injured on a play. Have not seen much of him at all. 3rd down and 3. 6:17, 6:16, 6:15 left to go in this game. Bengals 5 for 8 on 3rd down. Would be a good one to stop him on here. 3rd down and 3. All right, Flacco in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Tries to get it out to the running back and then just basically dumps it off to nobody. I believe they're going to call him for intentional grounding on that play. They should anyways. There was nobody in the area for where he threw it. 4th down and 3 incoming with 5:58 left on the clock. And I would be shocked if they don't throw a flag for intentional grounding on that play, because who was in the area? They are not dinging them for intentional grounding on that play. It is going to be 4th down and 3. Oh, wait, there is a flag? Hold on. That took forever for that to come out. It is intentional grounding. Took them forever to call it, but they finally called it, thankfully. So it is going to be 4th down, and that should bring what, 4th down and what, 13 now? Yeah, there was no Bengal in that area, not even close. All right, 4th down and 13, 5:58 left on the clock. Bengals down by 7, Bears needing a stop. Let's go, gentlemen. Defense. I did P for the D before this drive. Or no, that was the last drive, actually. Well, hopefully it's still good. Oh, they're lining McPherson up for a 54-yard attempt on his 4th and 13. Let's go, special teams. Let's get a block. Wouldn't be the first one this year. The kick is not blocked. It is up, and it is through. No, it's not. It is shorts. That thing was dead straight and narrow, but it did not have enough leg under it. And the Bears still have a 7-point lead going into the late stages of this fourth quarter. That ball, like I say, it was dead center, but it was short. Looked like it might have caught a little wind right towards the end there. You could definitely see that trajectory kind of get held up a little bit. Caught a little breath of wind. All right, Bears take over. That was a 54-yard attempt. So the Bears will be taking over at the 44-yard line, their own 44-yard line. But great field position to start out this next drive and try to build on a 7-point lead. Foot to the throat time, gentlemen. Foot to the throat. I hope Manungai's ready to just put his shoulder down and lay some dudes out. That's what you need to do. Salt this game away, score a touchdown, and take all the time you can off the clock. What was that one drive they had that went, what was it, like 13 plays and almost 10 minutes off the clock? We need another one of those. What's going on in Green Bay? Is that game over yet? Packers win, lose? Did it go to overtime? What's happening? Uh-oh, it's tied. Packers do have the ball, but it's tied with 2.5 minutes left. Oh boy, 13 all in Green Bay. Carolina Panthers, giving them all they can handle, huh? Denver and Houston tied at 15. San Francisco doubling up Giants, 34-17 right now. Pittsburgh putting it on the Colts. Uh-oh. 27-10. Pittsburgh beating the Colts. Chargers finally beating the Titans. I wonder how long that took to get there. Minnesota up on Detroit by a touchdown with 7:48 left to go in that game. Wow. Man, if the Lions and the Packers could lose today, that would be very helpful, to say the least. To say the least. All right, once again, this exact same shot from the end. It's like they only got so many places to put a camera at Paycor Stadium. But the Bears are taking over at their own 44-yard line. 5:53 left to go. 1st and 10. Caleb in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. No, 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. And he hands it off to Monungai, who takes it up the right side. Is going to have enough for a first down. Is trying to stay inbounds. Keeps going. He's got a convoy out in front of him and just keeps going. And he's going to be deep into Cincinnati territory with 5:38, 5:37, 5:36 left to go in this fourth quarter. All right, so that drive started at the 44. Monungai, I mean, he's got to be at the 30 now. So what are we talking about? A 35-yard run there? It's 10, 15, 20. Oh, of course, they cut to a different angle now. Excellent run by Monungai, though. And he's inside. Hell, they're inside the red zone already. Ball's at the 17-yard line. Caleb under center, I formation. Turns, hands it up, fakes the handoff to Monungai and gives it to DJ Moore on the end around, who will go out of bounds just shy of the goal line. And the ball came out, and I'm hoping it went out of bounds before it went into the end zone, because if that went through the end zone, you are in North Korea, my friend. Oh boy, that ball came out as he was reaching for the pylon. He crossed the pylon, though. If that ball's out, it's after it crossed the pylon. That's either a touchdown or he's out of bounds before the pylon. They're calling it 1st and goal right now. And Zach Taylor's going to challenge it. He wants to say he fumbled it through the end zone. I think that might be a touchdown. Let's see what happens here. 4:53 left to go. 1st and goal from the 1, but the Bengals are now challenging it. They want to say that DJ Moore fumbled through the back of the end zone, causing a touchback, which would result in Cincinnati getting the ball. But if I had to guess, I would say he crossed the pylon and scored a touchdown. If he did not, then he's just out of bounds before he lost the ball. No harm, no foul. It's either going to be first down or touchdown, in my opinion, when we get back from commercial break here. Let's see. Has Green Bay managed to close out the Panthers yet? They have not. It is tied at 13, and now Carolina has the ball with 2 minutes left to go. I'm just going to flip to that real quick while we are at commercial break on our own game here. I want to see what's going on. Curious, to say the least. Bryce Young just completed a pass on 2nd down here. I know I shouldn't be doing this at the moment, but Panthers have the ball and driving right now. Okay. All right. I'll cut back to the Bears game now. Man, if the Panthers could beat the Packers, man, thank you, Carolina. But of course, we have to go and win our game for that to be of any help right now. Try not to worry too much about the Packers while we're still on, but say I'd like to see them lose. Minnesota still holding off Detroit. Minnesota has the ball with 6 minutes left to go. They're up 7 points right now. So things could be going our way in this division, but the Bears got to do their part too. Bears got to do their part too. Let's go, gentlemen. Just waiting to come back from commercial. They are still checking that play where I believe DJ Moore scored. Zach Taylor believes he fumbled it through the back of the end zone. But I believe if Zach Taylor loses this challenge, that is his final challenge for the day. Not that there's much time left to use challenges, anyways. I just looked at my watch like it's going to show me the game time left. How do you like that? Oh my goodness. The wacky things we humans do. Call on the field, rule on out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Cincinnati challenge call overturned. What do you mean call overturned? Oh, did they call it a touchdown? I think they ruled it a touchdown. Show it to me, baby. Show me the points on the board. It's a touchdown. It's 40-27. Just like I said it was going to be a first down or a touchdown. Zach Taylor could have at least kept the points off the board, but by challenging it, actually gives the points to the Bears. Good job. That's happened to the Bears in the past too. Cairo Santos with the extra point, 41-27. John Fox did something similar once where he challenged a play and it ultimately ended up in the Bears losing the ball because of something like that. Ridiculous. That's what happened. The Bears, he tried to challenge a play where he thought the Bears scored a touchdown. And what it was ruled actually happened was the Bear lost the ball through the back of the end zone. So this just happened almost the same type of scenario, but it happened in the Bears' favor where they actually managed to hang on to the ball and score. So good job by DJ Moore. The Bears with a 2-touchdown lead, 41-27. When's the last time the Bears scored 40? I have no clue. But just because they have a 14-point lead means nothing. There's still 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to play and 3 timeouts on both squads. So this game is still far from over, even though it would appear to be so. Let's not forget that Joe Flacco has 2 high-powered receivers to throw to and a third one who ain't half bad either. Kick is away. That will be fielded at the 4-yard line, returned. And he's going to have some nice room to run, but he will be brought down around a 33. That was Charlie Jones, the primary returner. Cincinnati with the first down at the 33 with 4:47 left to go in this fourth quarter. Definitely going to be watching Chiefs Bills. Can't wait. Flacco takes the snap, throws it out to the right side. That's going to be completed to his running back, who takes some contact and then it makes a man miss and gets up to the first down marker. 4:35, 4:34, 4:33 left to go in this fourth quarter. That was Chase Brown who was fighting for every yard he could get on that first down catch. Bears defense, doesn't need to pressure him too hard, but would be nice to stop him. You don't want to see the crazy plays happening, and they get one over the middle to Jamar Chase, who's going to pick up about 20 or so yards on that first down catch. We'll pick up another first down. 4:05, 4:04, 4:03 left to go in this fourth quarter. Apologies for not keeping up with that. All right, Flacco in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking over the middle, throws it, and that will not be completed to Yosavash, the slot receiver. Well covered on that play. Who was the DB on that one? Oh, that was Gardner Johnson on the coverage. And yeah, Josevich really didn't even have a chance to come up with that one. Gardner Johnson made sure he didn't by putting a hit on. 3:51 left to go in this game. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the Chicago 33-yard line. Flacco in the shotgun. 4 wideouts and a man next to him takes a snap, throws it up deep. He is looking for Jamar Chase. No, excuse me, that's T. Higgins, who was covered by Nashawn Wright, and it falls incomplete. 3rd down and 10 incoming with 3:45 left to go in this 4th quarter. Bears currently with the 14-point lead, 41-27. Not a bad end to this day, especially if you can keep them from scoring again. Stop them here, and then just run out the clock, gentlemen. That's all you got to do. 3:45, 3rd down and 10. Flacco takes a shotgun snap. He's looking left, throws it short for his man Higgins, and cannot come up with it. That will stop the clock with 3:42, and it is now going to be 4th down and 10. Any chance for the Bengals more or less on the line right here? Let's go ahead and shut them down and end this game. Zach Taylor doing his customary lower lip biting as he always does on the sideline. Win, lose, or draw. The guy's always chewing on his lower lip. Tyson Bagent trying to get the Bears fans in the crowd into it, as there are definitely some there. Flacco in the shotgun. He's got running backs on either side of him. Well, one of them's a tight end. Takes the shotgun snap. He's looking over the middle, delivers a ball that is going to be complete to his running back, and he will be brought down inside the 25, just shy of the 20-yard line. That was, once again, Chase Brown. 3:27, 3:26, 3:25 left to go in his 4th quarter. 1st down and 10, just outside of the 20-yard line for the Cincinnati Bengals. Brown running one of my favorite routes in Madden. Excuse me. They are just outside the 10-yard line. The ball is placed at the 12 now. Flacco takes a shotgun snap, looking right. That is going to be tipped up in the air, intercepted by Kevin Byard, but there's going to be a flag on a play, so this is probably coming back. But holy crap, did Kevin Byard come away with another interception, and he's going all the way back to the house with it. He gets horse collar tackled by Chase Brown, the running back. That should be another flag on the play. But however, I believe there's going to be some sort of pass interference or illegal contact by the Bears resulting in that interception. Let's check out what happened on that play. 2:50 left on the clock. Pass interference on the defense. So just as I called, that one's coming back. Nick McLeod. I think that's a bad call. I think he played good defense on that. I think that's a bad call. Obviously, I'm a homer, and I'm going to be cheering for my Bears to get the call. But I think that's a bad call. I think the ref should have kept that in his pocket. That'd have been game over right there. All right, 1st and goal from the 5. 2:50 left on the clock. Flacco in the shotgun, and the Bengals look like they're going to burn their first time out here. That is indeed, or is it the Bears calling their first time out? Nope, Bears are burning their first time out. Must have seen a matchup they didn't like. I'm sure they probably had Nick McLeod lined up on Jamar Chase or something like that. That would have been bad juju for sure. Green Bay, what's going on over there? Carolina? Did Carolina get the win? My phone says 16-13 Carolina, and it says 0-0-0-0-0. I just added an extra one for good measure there. And Minnesota is now up on Detroit by 10. All right. Bengals, shotgun snap. Flacco, 1st and goal, 5-yard line. Throws it to the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown to Josevich. And there's a flag on the play for that now. Bears are complaining about something. Let's see what this flag is. As it stands at the moment, we got a touchdown catch at the back of the end zone by Josavash. But he may have stepped out of the end zone because out of bounds because we have two refs not wearing hats. And so that's what I would imagine is the call here. Illegal touching. So whenever you see a refs not wearing hats, that means they called it an incomplete pass. They're saying no foul, and they called it an incomplete pass. It was clearly completed. He did step out of bounds, though. That's illegal touching then, isn't it? I mean, obviously, you don't get credit for completing that pass, but that should be a penalty, too. Anyways, 2nd and 5. Or 2nd and goal from the 5. Shotgun snap. Flacco surveying. Throws it over the middle. And that's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds with the pick. And now he's going to try and take it to the house. And he has got every opportunity to do it with the convoy in front of him and only Flacco to beat. Pick 6. Tremaine Edmonds. And he does it from what? 98 yards out. Hell yeah, baby. Nice way to end the game. 47-27 now, pending the extra point. Bears going to close this one out up 3 scores. Flacco, first INT since week 4. And it's a pick 6 for Tremaine Edmonds. 47-27, pending the Santos extra point. Nice job. He dove in there for that one too, baby. Woo! I got 2 notes here written. That's it. One at the beginning of the game, one at the end of the game. Ben Johnson loves it, but now he's back to his stoic self. Zach Taylor goes back to biting that lower lip of his. 2:29 left in the go. Bears up by 20. Waiting on the Santos extra points, which better be good. Not that it really matters, but it still better be good. Yep. Tremaine Edmonds got tired of watching Chase Brown keep getting the check down catches from Flacco. So he finally saw that one coming, stepped in front of it, and takes it all the way to the house. Finally reacting to something you've been seeing the entire game. But yeah, he just stepped right in front of him. That would have been a for sure touchdown had he not done that. Excellent play. Wait a second. Did they just take the touchdown off the board? What's going on here? They're saying he was down by contact because he touched him as he was making the interception. He just took the pick 6 off the board. So we go from a pick 6 to the Bears got the ball on their own 4-yard line. This could still end in disaster somehow. Let's just be smart, gentlemen. Caleb under center, hands it off to Manungai, takes it up the middle, goes to the left side. He's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, but at least the clock will keep ticking, and the Bengals will have to burn their first time out, which they indeed, of course, do. I think we are just in another horribly officiated game, both ways, because I still don't know how that wasn't illegal touching when the receiver stepped out of bounds in the back of the end zone. It definitely should have been a penalty there. And now they're saying this tiny little touch here by Chase Brown on Tremaine Edmonds was enough to call him down. These refs are trash today, man. Trash. Anyways, Bears, 2nd and 9, 41-27. It should still be 2nd and 10, to be honest. 41-27, Caleb under center. And now we're going to have movement on the Bears offensive line. False starts. Worst place on the field to be having false starts when you're inside your own 5. Number 79, left tackle Theo Benedict. 2:35 left to go in this fourth quarter. Both teams have 2 timeouts. That will back the Bears up to 2nd and 11. Ball will be roughly around the 2.5, 3-yard line there. 2.5-yard line. Caleb under center. Got to get away from the goal line, gentlemen. Turns, hands off to Manungai. No, that's not Manungai. That's Travis Homer in there. No, it's Britton Brown in there. That's who it was. I thought it was Travis Homer for a second. No gain. 3rd down. Bengals will use another timeout to stop the clock with 2:30 left in the fourth quarter. Bears need to get to the 5 to give Torrey Taylor some room. You cannot afford to have a punt get blocked deep in your own end here. Detroit has scored and brought it to within 3, but the Packers have taken the L today to the Carolina Panthers, something I thought would never, ever happen. Caleb turns, pitches it out to Britton Brown, who's going to have plenty of room to carry it up the left side. It will not gain a 1st down, but he's smart enough to go down before he goes out of bounds, and the Bengals will have to use their final timeout, and the Bears will have enough room to punt it away. 2:24 remaining in this game. Bears still leading it 41-27 after they took the Tremaine Edmonds pick 6 off the board. Crappy refs today, I tell you. New England beats Atlanta. Chargers did beat Tennessee. Carolina beats Green Bay. Of course, we already knew Baltimore smashed Miami. It happened on Thursday. All right, Torrey Taylor standing deep in his own end zone. Gets the punt away just barely. That ball will be taken in around the 43-yard line of Cincinnati, and the runner will just run sideways and go out of bounds at the 45. And now the player is shit-talking on the Bears sideline. That should be a flag. Charlie Jones, the punt returner, just went and started trash-talking one of the Bears DBs on the sideline. He's got no business being over there, except for getting off the sideline when you've been run out of bounds. It's almost like he went looking for him, too, the way he ran to that side of the field. 1st and 10, Flacco takes a shotgun snap, throws it out the left side. He's got his man, Jamar Chase, who will be brought down at the sticks, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning, where the Bengals will have 1st and 10 at about the Bears' 45-yard line. Things might get a little chippy and ugly towards the end. I don't know what that dude Charlie Jones was doing there, but he went straight to the Bears bench area and started trash talking. That should be a fine. It should have been a flag is what it should have been. All right, it's closing in on the end of this game. Hopefully the clock can tick away before the Chiefs and Bills start up, huh? Minnesota has the ball back in Detroit. They lead by 3. 141 left to go in that game. So all they have to do is ice it out. Denver and Houston are tied at 15 with 132 left. Pittsburgh is going to get the win against Indianapolis, it looks like. We got a couple of West Coast games underway already. New Orleans at the Rams, Jacksonville at the Raiders. All we're worried about is the Chiefs at Buffalo. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share. Bears are on the verge of getting their 5th victory of the season. Put them at 5-3 at roughly the halfway point or so of the season. They still have 9 games left in the year. But if you would have told me after 8 they'd be 5-3, I'd have told you I don't believe you. So that's pretty good, I think. Then again, you should have got a win against the beat up Baltimore team last week. Couldn't do it. But if you would have told me that they weren't going to have Lamar, because at the beginning of the year, I assumed they were going to lose against the Ravens because the Ravens are just that good. They have not been that good this year. I would have told you they were going to lose against the Bengals too, but of course the Bengals do not have their star quarterback, who seems to be the entire team. If Burrow's down, there's just no chance in Cincinnati. But all right. We are back from the 2-minute warning. Cincinnati with the ball at the Bears' 44-yard line. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Takes the shotgun snap. Under pressure, throws it out to his running back, who basically has to scoop that thing off the turf almost. He does manage to get out of bounds after about a 4-yard gain. And it is second down with 1:53 left to go in this game. Packer fan texting me. He's like, well, the Vikings won, so that's good for both of us. That is true. But you lost too, so that's good for me. It's a good day for the Bears in the division. All right, Flacco in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Takes the shotgun snap, looking to his right. Oh, and he gets it out there to Josavash, and that was almost picked again. Who was that out there? It looked like Tremaine Edmonds trying to jump that route again. Ooh, that was close. That was almost another pick. 1:47 left to go as Josavash was able to get out of bounds after that catch. 1st and 10, 27, 26, 25 left to go on a play clock to help you sync it up if that's what you need to do. All right, Flacco in the shotgun again. 3 wideouts. Takes the snap, delivers it out to the right over the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown to Noah Fant, the tight end. And the Bengals score just like that. And this is now an 8-point game pending the extra points. Man, that pick 6 would have been a killer. The Bears, it's still not over, man. 41-33. Bengals down by 8. Brisker unable to stop Fant from getting in the end zone. And now the Bengals are deciding to go for 2. Curious move. I guess they're not interested in any type of overtime game should they manage to score again. So Bengals going for 2. Flacco takes the snap, throwing it out to the right side, and that gets completed to T. Higgins. And this is a 6-point game now. 41-35. That pick 6 could have made a huge difference for us, but unfortunately bad reffing has led to this being, instead of a 21-point game a few minutes ago, this is now down to a 6-point game with 1:43 left. However, all the Bears have to do is get the kickoff, recover the kick, and kneel on it, and this game's over because the Bengals are out of timeouts, and we are past the 2-minute warning. So it is 1:43 remaining. I would imagine the Bengals are going to try an onside kick here because that is their only shot. Seems like we're taking an awful long time to get lined up for this kick here. Come on now. We've already had all our planned TV timeouts. I don't think we need to take any more commercial breaks. Let's go. All right. They are indeed lining up for this onside kick here with 1:43 left to play. Hands team on the field. McPherson with the ball teed up at the 35. And he kicks a squibbler to the left side. The ball did not travel 10 yards, and I do not believe the Bears touched it. So if the Bengals touch this ball first at all, this is Bears ball and game over. Bengals are trying to say it's their ball, but that ball did not go 10 yards. There's still a scrum at the bottom of the pile. They're trying to figure out who came away with this ball. I think we might need a. They're saying Bengals ball now. But I don't think that ball went 10 yards before the Bengals touched it. If it is Bengals ball, if it does end up Bengals ball, this could be the worst possible outcome ever. I tell you. Let's see what happened here. All right, so the 35. Does it touch a bear? It does touch a bear's foot, unfortunately. Fucking A, man. Who was that? Who's the bear falling all over himself out there? Number 92. I don't even think I have a 92. Daniel Hardy. That's a name I've never called before, so definitely just a special teamer. So it was touched by a bear. This is going to be Bengals ball. It is Bengals ball. They have the ball at the 43-yard line of on their own side of the field. That's going to be incomplete to Chase Brown. Second down and 10 incoming. 1:37 left to go in this game. Bears missing several opportunities to close out this game here. This one is a dropped catch by Chase Brown. Second down and 10 incoming. 1:39 left to go in the game. Ball at the Cincinnati, 43-yard line. I'm sorry, I'm dejected at the moment because this is not pretty right now. Yes, ball at the Cincinnati 43. Flacco in the shotgun. Throwing it out over the middle, and that's going to be completed once again to T. Higgins, who the Bears just cannot stop out here. Clock still ticking away. 1:30, 1:29, 1:28. First and 10. Bengals half cross midfield. They are down by 6, so they do need to score a touchdown. Flacco in the shotgun gets the ball snapped. Throwing it out over to the right side. That is T. Higgins once again. Brisker on the coverage. And he laid a hit on Higgins, who's going to come up lame, but he did make the catch on that play. I think he's feigning the injury because he knows he came down in bounds. He's not injured. He knows he came down in bounds. That's why he's playing the injury. There's a flag on the play now. I don't know what's going on out here. This is going to be a disaster. If the Bears lose this is going to be an absolute disaster. 1:11 left to go. First and 10. Higgins did make a nice catch there, but he comes up supposedly injured. I don't think he's actually injured. I think he just got the Bengals a timeout by faking like he was injured. Because if he comes in after one play, he was never injured. Yeah, you don't have him for this play, but he just stopped the clock for you by faking an injury. You can call me on it if you want. I think that man just faked an injury to stop the clock because he did not manage to get out of bounds. They're taking forever to get this play going again. First and 10, ball at the 22 of Chicago, of course. Cincinnati down by 6. Flacco trying to get some late game heroics going here. Flacco in the shotgun. He's got running backs on either side of him. Takes the snap. He's looking out to his left. Throws it out there. It's going to be completed to his running back. And there is a flag on the play. So this one may be coming back. Let's see what happens here. Chase Brown trying to dive over someone. Let's see what this flag is about. It's against the Bears. Illegal use of the hands to the face on the defense. 1:03 left to go. First and goal, ball at the 7-yard line. Flacco in a shotgun turns, hands it off to the running back, who will be brought for a 3-yard stop, and the clock will continue to run. I don't know why the clock just stopped. Why is the clock stopped? Oh, the Bears called the timeout now. Honestly, calling a timeout right now only helps the Bengals. I think that's a coaching error by Ben Johnson right there. You want this clock ticking right now. This game that was a surefire win about 15 minutes ago is now coming down to the last second here. 58 seconds, second and goal, ball at the 9-yard line. Flacco takes the shotgun snap, throws it over the middle, and that's going to be completed to Josavash. That ties the game pending the extra point. 54 seconds left. I cannot believe this. This is an absolute meltdown by these Bears. 41-41, pending the extra points. An absolute meltdown by these Bears. Their worst defensive performance since week 2 against Detroit, where they gave up, 52 points? And now here they have given up 2 touchdowns in the last couple of minutes after giving up the onside kick, of course, too. They don't even try to block the extra point. And now the Bengals have taken a 1-point lead, 42-41, with 54 seconds left to go in this game. You cannot be serious. You cannot be fucking serious. Everything was going our way this fourth quarter. You had a roller coaster of a game. Bears started taking control late in the third quarter. Everything was going our way in the fourth quarter until these last couple of drives now. Bears defense cannot cover these receivers. Outscored 15-0 in the last 49 seconds of game time. A game that should have been over 15 minutes ago. Oh, dear. Kick is up and away. That will be taken at the 5-yard line by this Blackwell. No, it's not Blackwell. Who is that? Who the hell was that? That is not a normal returner there. It said Brown on his back. Who the hell was that? I don't know. Bad return for random Bears returner. And the Bears have to go a long way. 50 seconds. Ball at the 28-yard line. Bears have 1 timeout, down by 1 point. Caleb in the shotgun. Monungai lined up next to him. 3 wide receivers to his left. Loveland to his right. Sends a Dunze in motion. Takes the shotgun snap. He's got a rollout to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Second down and 10 incoming. Who's looking for his man Colston. Loveland near the sticks and the sideline. Caleb taking way too long to get the ball out on that in that situation. You got to find a receiver. You got to hit him. You cannot hold on to the ball right now. You got 42 seconds left with 1 timeout, Caleb. Second down and 10. Ball still at the 28-yard line. Bears got a ways to go to even have an attempt to try to win this game here. Caleb in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Saying a Dunze in motion. Takes the shotgun snap. Steps up in the pocket. Plenty of time, but then he panics in the pocket again, and that ball's going to be tipped at the line. It'll be third down incoming. Caleb panicking in the pocket earlier in the game and now doing it again here with the game on the line. Third down and 10, 35 seconds left. Ball still at the Cincinnati 28 or the Chicago 28-yard line, excuse me. Three wideouts, one tight end. Loveland's lined out wide though. Caleb snap under pressure immediately, scrambling around back there, trying to make men miss. He's going to have a first down, but he's going to be brought down inbounds, and the Bears are going to have to use their final timeout now. And Caleb just doesn't even look like he cares as far as that. Like, he's just like, oh, yeah, let's go huddle up. Oh, my God. Very frustrating watching this Bears offense operate right now, especially when they should have never been in this situation to begin with. But that's what happens when you don't recover the onside kick or it goes off your foot when it didn't even travel 10 yards to begin with. First and 10, 25 seconds left to go. Bears have used their final timeouts. They are in do or die mode. Packers lost today, Lions lost today, and the Bears do themselves no favors if they go and lose today. 25 seconds. They are down by 1. Ball is at the Chicago 42-yard line. Caleb in the shotgun. 3 wideouts, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Adunze in motion. Caleb takes a snap, looking over the middle. He's got Colston Loveland, who's gonna go to the house. He's gonna take it to the house, and it's game over, baby. 17 seconds left. It's not game over, but touchdown, Colston Loveland. Nice pass, nice catch over the middle. Colston Loveland, with only his second touchdown of his young career, scored them both today, and the Bears now lead by 5, 47-42. Woo! And I believe you're going to have to go for 2 in this situation, gentlemen. Oh, my God. Two-point attempt incoming for the Bears. What a nice catch by Loveland, and he takes it to the house. I don't know if he made a man miss or they just missed, period, but 17 seconds left on the clock. Bears leading 47-42 by 5, going for the 2-point conversion to make it a full 7-point game once again. 17 ticks left on the clock. And need to get to the line. Let's go, Caleb. You don't have much time to operate with. 2-point attempt. All right, Loveland in motion. Caleb takes the under center snap. Looking, throwing, and he does not find anybody, and the Bears will be leading by 5 with 17 seconds left to go. That's a bad throw by Caleb. I don't even know where he was throwing that. But anyways, on the previous play, Colston Loveland finds the seam. Caleb delivers it, and he just bounces off the DB who tried to just hit him. He didn't try to tackle him. He just put both arms up and tried to just hit him. And you are much smaller than Colston Loveland. Who was that DB? Jordan Battle. Jordan Battle just tried to lay the wood, and Colston Loveland's probably got about 30 pounds on you. Bengals fans can't believe it. Shit, I still can't believe it. 8 lead changes today. Talk about a roller coaster game. Bengals fan, I will not miss tackles sign. 47-42, 17 seconds left. Bears set to kick it away and try to not give it up. All right, Cairo Santos ready to deliver this kick. Charlie Jones back to return it. Santos delivers it, and it's a touchback. If there was ever a time to deliver it into the field of play, it was there, and at least make them run a few ticks off the clock. However, that does not happen. And the Bengals will still have all 17 seconds to work with, and they will be starting at the 35. They do have to drive the whole field. A field goal does not help them in this situation. But the way the Bears DBs have been playing today, nothing is for certain. All right, 47, 42, first and 10, 17 seconds left. Ball at the 35. Flacco in the shotgun, empty backfield. Takes the snap, looking to his left, delivers, and that is picked off but out of bounds by Nashawn Wright. It will be second down with 10 seconds left. My palms are sweaty. The nerves are at an all-time high. I know I'm not on the field playing. Jesus, game's going too long. It's already 7 minutes ticked off the clock in Buffalo. All right, 10 seconds left. Second down and 10. Bears up by 5. Ball at the 35. Flacco in the shotgun with an empty backfield. Takes the snap, slightly high, under pressure, rolling out to his left, throws it out, and that will be completed to Jamar Chase, who will run out of bounds with about 4 seconds left on the clock. And they're going to be roughly near midfield there. So one last chance for a Hail Mary for these Bengals. And hopefully the Bears can do their best to stop it. All right. 15 seconds left on the play clock. First and 10. 4 seconds left on the game clock. Ball is at the 48 of Cincinnati. Flacco in the shotgun. Looks like he's trying to change the play here. He's only got a few seconds left. All right. Takes the snap. He's under pressure. And he's going to heave this one out there. It gets deflected, and it will not even make it. It will be intercepted by Nashawn Wright, who will just go down, and that will be game over. Chicago Bears hang on to get the win in Cincinnati. Final score of 47-42. Absolute defensive horror by these Bears. But the Bears do put up their highest point total of the year, too, with 47 points. So good job, Ben Johnson. It wasn't easy, that's for sure. I mean, we'd be praising the hell out of this team for putting up 47 points, but we're going to smack the crap out of them for giving up 42. That's for sure. So thank you, everyone who joined me. Before you leave, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next week. Thank you and good night.